What's good, Sandy? How you doing? What's good, Jay? I was just looking for you because I don't know if you have followed me on here. Damn, my shit freezing already. Yeah, what's up? What's good with y'all? Let me go ahead and open up these boxes. Yeah, I'm gonna fix it up real quick. Hold on. All right, hold on. All right, let me put it like this. That way I can see it. Hold on. All right, hold on. Let me switch it up real quick. All right, you should be able to see it better now, I think. If not, then I'm gonna do this. Hold on. Yeah, you should be able to see it better now. Okay, well, basically what it says is this is art. Thank you, Janelle Monet, for always using your talent to shape the conversation the way you want to. You're a gift. What's going on, Kimberly? Yeah, I don't know where everybody at. Mm, let's see. Okay, then I'm gonna just have to switch it to the other one because I thought y'all was able to see it like that. My bad, wrong topic. Is that too far away, or yeah? Let me know because I'm trying to figure this out. That's better. Okay. Well, so it's too far away. Um, blurred. Yeah, like I'm not the one that I just screenshotted it. So um, let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to find a way. Like no, that doesn't. That's not even any better. Yeah, that's not even any better. Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's one where. Hold on. Let me see. This is like the only closest one really that I can see. Other than that, I'll have to like change up the boxes so you guys can see. So something like, because even then you guys still won't be able to see it. Hold on. Let me see. That's the only thing I'm thinking right now, like this right here. Better? Okay. Yeah, so it should be good right now. Yeah, so modern women run the risk of being SA when they show skin. And let's get these likes up to 1K. Get these likes up, share the live. Yeah, I'm gonna put the boxes. I'm gonna put the boxes right now. I can't even put the boxes because then y'all still won't be able to read it. I'm gonna just leave it like that. And if somebody wanna request in, it would just have to be, you get what I'm saying? Like it would have to be the way it is. I guess like this is better. Yeah, so yeah, let's get these likes up and then we'll start the conversation. Oh shit. Nah, it went away. What the fuck? Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Wow, that's wow. Freaking idiots. Okay, this is not what I was looking for. All right, so yeah, so I saw this on this stuff and really like, modern women say they want good men. However, they run the risk of really, they just show too much, like I always say to myself, like, if I have to meet a woman on a date and all I see is skin, I'm gonna just walk away. Like, I'm gonna just walk away because you leave nothing up to the imagination. So, really, most women think that because we're, how do I say this? Most women think that because we talk about, like, hiding your body, that we don't care about the way you express yourself. Like, I think that, I know that for a fact, if you know, are dressing a certain way, it creates a problem, really, in society. Because then everybody doesn't have the same attention. I personally will look at somebody like that and just be like, okay, cool, whatever. Another person might just try to take advantage of you.
I hate to break up the NAA.
What the hell? Is it glitching? Like, because it showed that it's green on this side. Yeah, why does shit keep doing that, bro? Like, I don't know if it's glitching on my end. Yeah, I don't know what it is, honestly. I see. It's doing that same stupid stuff again. It does show that it's green on my side, so yeah, let me know, because then I probably just have to restart it. Yeah, let's go freeze. Yeah, man. Yep. What's going on, sir? Yeah, yeah, it's their body, their choice. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Hey Phil,
What's going on, Jazz? Yeah, freeze fed up.
why
Yeah,
freeze
so
now?
he left because of it's just the topic, like, or maybe he dropped out by
Man,
mistake.
cuz I be trying to tell people.
Hey freeze.
They talking about well, they talking about some goddamn my body, my choice. Okay, so don't the man have a choice if he want to do something good or bad?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then if you intensify that choice, then Whose fault is that?
Right,
Don't worry about it.
exactly. Hmm.
Y'all fuck Javonna. Javonna went up there, finally got 1,000 followers after I told her ass. All she gotta do is put her pretty ass on camera.
Man, I've been telling her, man, she don't want to listen.
Man, fuck her.
Man, she could have used some of that light skin privilege.
I'm gonna take Javonna and
Don't
put her in
worry
the
about
woods like her name.
it. Don't worry about it. Jazz say what's good to you. She's up here in the box.
Who? What's up, Jazz? What's up?
Jazz.
No.
Fuck everybody.
What's good, Brandon?
We just
Yeah,
talked
man.
about you in the other live, Javonna. We just talked about you in the other live.
They say they body their choice. However, you know, they need a man to do the surgery for them.
How many women are advocating for female surgeons? I want to know.
How many what?
Man, what the fuck? They up there playing NBA Jam and shit. What the fuck? How many women are advocating for a female surgery?
None
None.
really. Hey Freeze, hey Fat.
What's
Shut
going
up,
on?
Javonna.
None really. Most women prefer a male surgeon for the well. The reasons I heard is
Nah,
because they
y'all need
say
men.
the reasons I heard they is because they say that a male can perfect a woman's body better than a female can.
I thought y'all said y'all can do all that by yourself. Now y'all changed their mind. Don't worry about it.
That's very true.
Fuck them kids. I hate everybody.
Man, they say they can do it on their own. They can build their own Walmart.
Why don't they tell the truth that a man's hands it has more strength, and that's why they would rather just work on it. Because if a female do it, she gonna panic in the middle of the surgery.
Nah, they want equal rights, man. That's what they're saying.
How about this? All masculine men leave America. I got it.
Yeah, exactly.
We Too movement coming soon.
Don't worry about it.
All masculine men leave America. Leave these motherfuckers by their goddamn self. Let them drown. Then leave
Hmm.
Javon back too.
Jesus Christ.
Nah, you didn't call on them then when you was getting your back blown out. Now you want to call them now?
Dang,
See that
Javon.
evil laugh? Y'all hear that evil laugh? Y'all hear that evil
Hmm.
laugh?
I hear it.
Not evil laugh. I feel like it was just a laugh.
Nah, I hear that laugh.
Tattoos red flag.
Hmm. Don't worry about it.
I understand, and I have a lot of them.
I know, because you like attention.
I actually like the
And if you
pain
know,
that comes about getting them.
yeah, that's even worse. So if you like the
So
pain and you
red
like the pain,
flag.
maybe it's worse. Red flag toxicity, y'all. And men run from women
Hmm.
like this. And so we need one man. We need one man to take her off and put her into the village. You know, y'all figure out who's gonna take her now.
I shit. I
Me
ain't
and Kane
taking
and
her.
all the me and Kane and all the exiled her from the cruise, so she gonna have to figure out. She only got a few people left. We got Quarter Boy, Rico. She might go with Rico. Rico light skin. She like light skin dude.
Who like light skinned dudes?
She don't like chocolate dude.
Who?
Oh, she an hour now.
All of a sudden, she thinks she's signed to OVO.
Hmm. Don't. Oh, man, Javon, what are you doing? What's up with this camera?
Javonna want to sit there and have nerves with all this hair.
And I just got on her about that. I was like, "What's up with that wild hair
I
in
went to
your
sleep.
in your?"
Man, I went to sleep. I went to sleep and woke up in the lion's mane because I'm gonna drown. She tried to suffocate me, cuz.
Man, man, she had all
I
that
woke
hair.
up. I woke up. I woke up and she had her hair suffocate me.
Talking about she gonna go to the salon. It's not that
Then when
bad.
I told her, leave me alone, she gonna put her butt up and talk about hit it. No, it's me.
Red flag, man. These women are vicious, man. Why they do you like that?
Hey, when I went live with Javonna, cuz I didn't look at the camera.
Oh, that was her in the Instagram live. Was she? Was it?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So I'm
She was
like,
trying to look at me. She tried to look at me with the sexy eyes. I just kept looking, cutting them to the left. I'm like, I just did.
yeah. And then her bad kid tried to come into the picture and into the
Man, how
video.
bad that is. I'm gonna stop him.
Wait, who came into the video?
Your bad
That ass
kid.
kid.
He was supposed to be
Oh,
sleeping.
yeah. Wait, bedtime?
I immediately asked. I immediately asked for where the dark gun was at, cuz.
Man, she was trying to get her kid in the conversation. We wasn't
Nah,
talking to her kid.
man, fuck that kid. He ain't mine. He don't look like me. Shit, fuck that.
Man, she try to pin that kid on you, man.
Man, cause Javonna look. I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all want to do. Women are so good at manipulation. They purposely go with the dude that they know ain't gonna work just cause they know somebody gonna come through. Somebody gonna look out for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Javonna know damn well. Javonna know damn well that it's a simp out here for her. She just no longer wants simp. She want a masculine man, but she gonna have to get her like a super sigma, like a Jay Z or Kanye.
Mhm.
Uh,
Freeze, you
you
told me I
know,
had a little bit of hope.
no. I also told you when your back car against the rope, I can feel it. I'm the world's greatest.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Hey, then
I was just singing a song.
she gonna end up like this, man.
And she's
Absolutely
a
not.
little bit of hope when the back car against the rope. I
Her,
can
Absolutely
hey, her
feel
not.
it.
milkshake gonna be on some white man. Her milkshake gonna be on some white man.
Absolutely
And no,
not.
I mean that's how she got here. How you think she got so light skinned?
My mama makes it my daddy black.
Your dad,
Man,
yeah. A lot of people say they black and don't tell the truth. Like a lot of y'all thought Fabulous was just black, didn't know he was part Dominican. Don't
No,
worry
he
about
black.
it.
My dad black and Puerto Rican.
Oh my God, I'm fucking done.
hey, run the pose,
Man, you
bro.
see what I'm talking about, bro?
Delusional Island, bro.
He black and Puerto Rican. My mother black, white, and Native American.
Man, ain't nobody try to hear that.
Let her drown.
Man, this
A
girl,
girl tried to come in. A girl trying to come in alive, cause and she was on punishment and tried to come in alive, and he ain't finished what she's supposed to do. Blocked.
exactly. You can't get in when if you don't do the assignment.
Girl, she
Man,
think this is. You think you just walk your ass up in here?
and then they was trolling Shaq today because of this. Let me
You
see.
told him dating Brittany Renner?
It was some girl that worked at Home Depot. Well, yeah,
I mean,
well
he was just
the
trying to holler at Brittany Renner. Yeah, that's Shaq. That's the homie though.
yeah. Uncle Shaq wasn't doing nothing wrong. Like, so Giovanna don't want the average man that works 9 to 5. She want the businessman. Right, Giovanna? Oh,
They
you
can
want to
work a
mute
nine to
up?
five. I don't. They can work a 9 to 5. I don't care about all that.
Okay, what's good? What's going on, Jacob? Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Good night. Go get in bed. Don't get back out.
Why
Hey,
that kid is up at this time? It's a whole 9 o'clock.
hey, go to her real live real quick.
What the hell she wants, bro? Hold on. Trying to run a show here. What the hell Royal wants? Man, the hell are they on? Anyways, Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Here,
what's going on, really?
nothing.
She chilling.
I feel it.
I figured I'd hop on here with y'all.
What's going on, Brockman, man?
Shit, nothing much.
I
But
feel
y'all
it. I
keep it
feel it.
real, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Shit, I'll be
I
like,
really.
I usually be watching, educational shit on
Yeah,
YouTube,
yeah,
what
yeah.
whatnot, I'm picky when it comes to movies and shit. Try to, you get tired of seeing, the same shit.
Over and over. I got you. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you
yeah,
try to keep the mind stimulated and shit.
yeah.
Y'all
Of
shit
course.
entertaining than motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. Like y'all like
Yeah, yeah.
way
We.
more entertaining than like most niggas that do this shit. They not entertaining at all. It's boring. I go to sleep on that shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We crack down, man. I always tell them I bring the facts to break their mama's back.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The topic I had up was this. You know, modern women run the risk of getting SA when they show skin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know what SA is, right?
I was just about to ask you what that was.
Yeah, like we can't say certain words on there, so SEXUAL
Uh,
assault A S
oh,
U
okay,
U
okay,
A.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. hmm
yeah. I got you.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, yeah. So they will argue the fact that most women that are covered up still get SA, and that's only the minority. I deal with the majority because majority rules.
Oh yeah. I feel like a lot of opinions would be biased on when it comes to that, and it's a double standard as well.
How? What do you mean?
As far as like a biased opinion, if you was to see it like from a what they would call it like a toxic feminist
Yeah,
uh,
yeah, yeah.
point of view, it's usually guilty until proven innocent kind of thing.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah, yeah. You mean as far as like women not getting the same equal treat. Well, men get a harsher punishment as far as their side as opposed to women.
oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
And with the
You know,
yeah,
I don't
the
validate
bias.
what he did with Trey Songz. Yeah, yeah. So, and then we have Daniel Delaney. She got a slap on the wrist. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, women are not getting the same capital punishment as men are getting.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when they lie about it, and then there's no consequences.
Yeah, of course, of course. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, like a lot of these women. Yeah, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
oh, I was gonna let you go first, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So, a lot of like I had a conversation with somebody. I was telling them how like the average woman wouldn't even altogether wouldn't even survive one day in a man's prison. Half of the shit that we got to go through, they ain't going through it.
Yeah, not at all. It may be some special cases. I haven't done too much looking into that, but yeah, I definitely agree. It's especially what they're talking about now with the transsexuals and the cases with the transsexuals that were transported from a man prison to a woman prison, and then
Yeah.
in one situation, he got like three women pregnant, I believe, when they
Well,
when they
hold on,
tried
hold
to
on,
pick him
hold on,
up.
hold on, record. Let me let's use transmission because they're sensitive on certain words on here.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. True.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I had posted something about the feminist movement on my page, this page right here, and they shut it down. So I gotta be
Okay,
careful. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So
no,
no, I get what you mean. Yeah, I get what you mean. We had this transmission that basically was in the UFC and beat the crap out of a woman. And it was like, what the hell, you feel me? So
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
mhm.
Just like how y'all was talking about equality and stuff like that.
Yeah. Like women think they're equal to us, and it's like you would never be equal to us because you're low. Because we even brought up the subject on partnership. So most women think that because their significant other that they're with, or automatically become their partners. A partnership is a boss. So if he acts out, I could clock out and beat the crap out of him. That's a partnership. So, they want to be equal to us so bad. That's why when the feminist movement came out, they quote unquote said it was for women empowerment, which it had nothing to do with women empowerment, So a lot of these things, is just they're trying to sugarcoat it. And then what's crazy is YT women, sat there and started the movement, and they went home to their YT man,
Mm-hmm.
and now they're laughing in your face.
Yeah,
So like who's really kick? So when you look at it, all these black women are kicking their men out of the house at an alarming rate. They're very poor when it comes to choosing the right man. Women don't know how to they don't know how to pick the right man. The reason why I say that is because like it's a simple fact of the divorce rate. When you look at the divorce rate in the black community, they're leading. How when during Jim Crow era, y'all was the highest in marriage. Even though I don't support marriage, but my point is, it's just how all of a sudden divorce rate is so high in the community. So who's really leaving the relationship?
yeah, exactly.
So that's what they don't like to hear. But however, I'm gonna say it regardless because, like as a whole, we gotta do better.
Yeah, it's reality at the end of the day when you break it down like that. Uh,
Yeah.
Even how they pretty much separated the black man from the household, and
hmm
the government becomes daddy, stuff like that. Just that dynamic right there.
Yeah. The same thing with marriage.
Systematic.
Like yeah. When the same thing with marriage. Like when how do I say this? When a man proposes to a woman, aka when he submits to a woman, he's basically the woman gets all the power. So it gives her more of a chance to become masculine in the relationship because now the government give her leeway to
Mm-hmm.
basically have all these privileges through this government contracting to this business contracting. I've asked women multiple times, what is your purpose of getting married? And they can never give me a logical answer.
Mm-hmm.
And the main answer that they like to go to is always because of love. So now I had to ask them, well, Auntie Tina passed away a couple of weeks ago. So what love got to do with it?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, like, these women are delusional. Like, they don't understand, like, everything they have been taught, even including us, we were taught backwards. You like we never believed in marriage. There was no government contract back then. We basically made an alliance between the family, because that's really what marriage is an alliance between both families, and then y'all pretty much know that y'all married. That's it. Like it wasn't no signing of no paper.
yeah. And a judge involved in all the courthouses
Yeah,
and everything.
yeah,
Yeah,
'Cause- yeah, exactly.
it's a business contract. Is what it is.
Yeah.
Transaction.
So, yeah, it is a transaction. So, because you can even, it's so much of a transaction that when you break the contract, they tell the minimum in America is $7,000 to get a divorce.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, who's putting up 7 racks just to break a contract?
So, when I got divorced, it was approximately 7 bands. Agreeable, we agreed. It was actually agreeable divorce. It was about 7 bands just in lawyer fees and filing fees alone.
So seven, is it what, 7,000 altogether, or was it more than
Yeah.
that?
No, it was less. It was about
7,000, yeah.
7,000. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the minimum in America to get a divorce. So the government a problem to actually, basically break up with them, for lack of a better word. So if there's a problem for them to, the amount of money that you're spending to divorce the government is more than what you spend on the actual wedding.
Hmm. Yeah, they oversee all that. Um,
Hmm. And then now women have the access of Dr. Dre's dealing with this right now. Spousal support, all of this, and the advantage that women have when it comes to marriage, even as simple as something as giving up the child. That like I had that topic up a while back. I was stating that in a divorce, the children should go to the father. And a lot of people didn't agree with me on that, and I don't give a damn because it's true. Because women are unaliving their kids at a high alarming rate. So now they want to bring up the simple fact of, well, it's not all women. Yeah, but I'm not talking about minority. There's a very small percentage of women that are doing that. Like, there's women that are not unaliving their kids. I get that part. We're not talking about them. The same way there's a very small percentage of men that are bad fathers.
yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, my thing is when they come up here, the moment they say, I fail, now I'm going to have to make you center of attention because really all it is your feelings is subjective. However, facts over feelings.
That's how it should be.
That's definitely
Hmm.
100% though, because I know a lot of fathers that are better fathers than the mothers that are actual mothers. And
Yeah,
then on top of that, like I feel like it should be, unless it's a reason, a justifiable reason why the father doesn't have the children, i.e., like he's mentally unfit, whatever the case may be,
right,
that should be the only case of, or to the point where if he absolutely doesn't want the kids, then of course you can't have the kids going into the system. So that's where
right,
I feel like the
exactly.
mother should pick up the slack. But even so, I feel like the father should have choice of kids.
Yeah, exactly. What else I was gonna say? I was looking at, and I said this all the time, so much that it's become redundant. Um, I was looking at what's her name? Uh, Janelle, no, not Janelle Monae. Damn it, what's that girl name?
Danny Lay.
Um, no, no, Jill Scott. I was trying to figure out what was the reason why she got a divorce, because most women that file for divorce, like 7 out of 10 times, is for irreconcilable differences. So, she divorced the man because he didn't like her cooking anymore. And my thing was like, yo, that is the dumbest thing, bro. That's
That's
like
an
me
easy fix.
divorcing my Yeah, that's like me divorcing my wife because of the simple fact that she doesn't like the way I drive. Like, come on, be fucking for real.
So wait, she filed for the divorce because he didn't like her cooking, or he filed for the divorce because he didn't like her cooking?
No, he didn't like her cooking anymore, so she filed for divorce.
Yeah, that's petty.
Yeah.
She's never gonna settle
So
down if that's the case. If it's little things like that that bother
yeah,
her, she'll never have a man.
yeah, because we can name a bunch of celebrities that has hit the wall. Vivica Fox, Lisa Ray, a bunch of them
Taraji
is
P
like.
Henson.
Exactly. So it's like my thing is if y'all don't, as women, modern day women, if y'all don't take a heed or examples from them, like we had a woman up here that was 50 with a one child, and she now want to be in a village to be in a poly relationship. Where were you in your youth? It's like people wait for the last minute to try to do things, and it's like, no, nobody wants you. Like, averagely, somebody like this will kind of want you, but it's only for pleasure. Somebody like this will want you only for pleasure. Bill Murray will try to probably just get at you. Other than that, you're not really much of a value to him.
That whole scenario is weird.
Yeah, so it's like, most of these women, this is where they're headed. Um, you know, Go ahead, my man. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was just agreeing with you. I didn't even know that that Bill Murray was doing that. Ain't he a billionaire?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And as far as you say, she has pretty much in that marriage. She's pretty much just a commodity.
Right.
Uh,
Because the thing is, she's not an ugly girl. Like, um, Khalees is a very beautiful woman. So my thing is like, how did it get that bad? It's like people that have like medical conditions, right? Like you ask yourself, how did it get that bad? What were you doing, or what, transpired for you to end up having diabetes? You
hmm.
get what I'm saying? Like, life is about cause and effect.
Oh
So
yeah,
you didn't just sit here in a relationship after relationships. There was obviously something that you was doing that's wrong. This is why I say women are poor. Well, you're not a man, so you can't vet a man. You have to have another man vet that man in order to know if this is the right fit for you in a relationship. Because sometimes it could be a predator that you're dating, and you don't know that.
yeah. Especially in that level of status.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Hey,
she
what's going on,
was,
Mo?
I remember Khalees. She? I don't even know if her and Nas were married,
Yeah, yeah.
but
She was with Nas at first. Yeah.
were they married?
No, they wasn't married, but they were together.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
together.
that's crazy. You can see the train wreck
Yep.
uh,
Yep.
just for seeing that. That's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Like at the end of the day, it's a matter of, okay, fine. Like that's why a lot of men, they go for women that are in their mid 20s or younger. Reason why is because they can work with it, as opposed to an older woman. He has to deal with all this baggage that she comes with, and
Hmm.
most of the time it's not good baggages.
Definitely.
So a lot of these women, this is where they're headed. Uh, this statistic up, it says by the year 2030, most women will be single and childless.
Yeah, we can see it in the statistics. It really does all go back to mental health. Most women that I know that are, I don't know if this is a good thing or actually, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if you can use that as a definition in this situation as a positive or a negative. Women that are self-efficient, uh, and they, spent pretty much their whole life in their youth, focused on their career and their education. Most of them are single and childless.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So my thing is this, like, out and then women, they'll always give you the runaround. However, if I like 9 times out of 10, if I go to a woman's house and she has a pet, I'm gonna look at that as a red flag. Cause like, are you setting yourself up to be by yourself? Cause like, I went to a barber shop the other day, and this woman, she had her kids in there, and she was holding the dog, and I'm like, you spent all that time into this dog, but you didn't take that time to take care of a man, or to actually have a man.
Yeah.
So it's like
Or
it's
nurture a
it's
child.
crazy, man.
Man, I see,
Yeah,
especially people that, with dogs and stuff or whatever pet, I mean, they treat they pets better than people.
yeah, exactly, exactly. Yep, exactly. So, most of them, I always tell, like, we tell women, like, don't get a dog anymore because a dog is going to go about its way after 11, 14 years. Get a turtle, it lives longer.
Oh yeah, you can
What
give
could
that
you
pet
do with a
man.
turtle?
You could do a
You
lot
can
with a turtle.
you can still nourish it. You can still give it love. You can hold a turtle, bond with it.
Hmm.
It's like the same thing. I can give you an example of something that I went through with a single woman, single older lady. She was actually divorced. with a few kids and stuff. And she got a pretty much like a stray dog from like a, like a, I don't even know where they buy their dogs anymore, off
Like
the
the
Craigslist
APL.
or yeah, something like that, like an offer up Craigslist deal, something like that. And I was actually there before the dog, and it was a cool dog. I mean, the dog was older. Usually if you do get a dog, at least like get a puppy.
Yeah.
But as soon as the dog came, and remind you, I was there before the dog. The dog was very
Hmm.
territorial. Uh, it didn't like when I came around, and it was just like, it was kind of weird. Uh,
Yeah. So, like, I agree with you.
Just cracking with it, Fab.
What's going on, my man?
going on, brother?
This girl is here is my main my one of my number one co-hosts. So that's my dog right there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He comes in with the facts.
Yeah, definitely solid, bro.
Hey Rico, so what did she do about like the dog's territorial issue? Did she just let it fly like it was what it was?
You got an echo.
Pretty much nothing. I don't know. She probably liked it. I don't know. It was like a guard dog. She was, a pretty isolated lady. Uh, and I would hope that the dog got along with her children, but me personally, I didn't trust that dog. You can't really just pick up a stray dog off the streets like that. That's, you know, they
Yeah, it's kind of
already,
weird.
as far as they, you don't know what that dog been through. It
You
probably
gotta
been
break
through
habits
like,
and everything else.
yeah, trauma. It been through it. I could tell the dog had issues. It was scared of me. The dog, it was a black dog. I'm a black man. It was scared of me. But and usually, I love animals. Usually, animals, they cling on to me because I'm cool. I don't, I don't, uh, condone to animal violence and stuff like that. That stuff's sickening to me. But I brought my dog around. That's when I had a American Bully, and they just didn't click. They didn't get along at all. Like, and she was very friendly. She loved all animals, but they didn't. It was just, I guess, and
Damn, what happened?
I think he got disconnected by accident. Yeah. So really, for me, the way I guess it.
This,
Personally, I
this
don't like
this
nobody in my
black
personal
woman is about
space.
to tear down the black community with this shit.
Oh yeah, Janae. Yeah, yeah. hmm Yeah, Janae. Yeah. What's going on, Black?
yeah, my bad. It kicked me out.
No, you good. You good.
Yeah,
Yeah. hmm
what you were saying, bro?
This ain't art. This is trash.
It is. It really is.
I know trash when I see trash. I got a trash can right now.
Is that what that's supposed to be?
Well, she said it
Bible.
was art.
It's not art. It's trash.
It's definitely ain't no art. Usually art has
You
like
know,
a meaning or something. It don't really. What are they trying
the
to
thing.
convey here? I don't understand what.
Well, the
If
thing
you
is,
do art, you can get a pencil, some paper, pull up a couple pictures, and make a whole
yeah, that's
fucking
art.
collage.
Oh yeah,
What women are not understanding is right. And what's crazy is there's many movies and shows that show you that. Like I was watching a show, and most people might know this show, Tyler Perry, The Has and Has Not, and on the show, the mother she got SA'd in the past, and basically, my bad, she got SA'd in the past, and she ended up dating the person that SA'd her, and she didn't realize till afterwards when she saw the tattoo on his chest. that this was the same man that hate her. So my thing is like when you're dressing up looking like a hoochie mama, going outside, it's like you're running the risk of that happening to you. You know, when men will tell their woman like don't put this certain thing on or don't, you know, dress a certain way, they're huffing and puffing. However, you need to understand how the man is thinking. Because he's thinking by the time you get downstairs, somebody in apartment 4C is gonna be like, yo, let me get at that. And every man think differently. You gotta leave room for the imagination of a man when he sees you covered up.
Exactly.
You know, so like, I mean, that's what they don't wanna hear. However, I mean, you
The
know, it
truth,
is what it is, I guess.
hearing the truth will fuck somebody's mind up.
Yep.
That's the
Hmm.
best way I could put it. Hearing the truth will just fuck some people mind up. Sometimes it fuck people mind up so bad to where they just be like, I'd rather be in denial. Women,
Mm-hmm.
women, not all y'all, but a lot of y'all.
Um,
Did this photo
so,
even come with like context of what she was trying to do with it? Like what?
Yeah, she was saying that, and I read the article. So the original article, she's on like Ebony magazine, and she's standing in that same pose, and she's basically saying women should be more comfortable with expressing their bodies, regardless of what other people think and feel. So you just promoting stupidity.
hmm
You want to become a victim. So who really out here victimizing? You victimizing yourself. You want to be a victim so bad in society, you telling everybody to walk outside. Women, go outside and show your breasts, be provocative, and nobody should say nothing to you, not even the pimps. Girl, if you don't come over here and put it in my pocket and shut up.
What annoys me with this the most is that like women will go out dressed in a very provocative manner, and when I say provocative, I mean like you can see areolas, you can see everything. If a man go out with his thing swinging, the first thing they gonna do is call him a child predator or anything of that nature, and hit him with what is it called? What is it called? What is it called? What is it called?
Indecent
It's
exposure.
public indecency, and it's another one when it's children around. I'm trying to remember what it is because
Oh
you got to
yeah, yeah.
register as
So
a
I'm
sex
gonna
sex
ask
offender.
offender.
you.
That's
I'm gonna
a
ask you a question,
yeah.
this lady.
Yes,
When you go out dressing provocative and you get the wrong type of attention, do you throw a fit, or do you understand that you put yourself in that situation?
I don't go out dressed provocative. I'm not big on
I looked
being
at your
noticed.
whole TikTok. I looked at your whole TikTok. I looked at you and your homegirls on a party bus. I looked at you in the red skimpy dress. I looked at your whole TikTok, baby. I know provocative when I see it. Trust me. I looked at your whole TikTok. I'm a nosy man. Real nosy. So that's why I'm asking the question. I wouldn't ask if it didn't apply. So you dress provocative. So when you do, and men act ignorant because, they're ignorant, I can accept that too. Because I get ignorant sometimes too. When you go out and dress, and men, what's that word they use now? Cat calling. And when men hit you with the cat call, do you take offense to it?
When men approach me in general, I usually don't pay it no attention. I really don't. It ain't no need to
No,
get offensive about it.
cat calling and approaching. Cat calling is
I
cat
feel
calling.
like
Approaching is
I feel like
approaching.
everybody manners is in their own mannerism. I can't get mad at how somebody move on their own. All I can do is
Okay.
control what I do and
No,
keep
that's
it
not what I'm
pushing.
saying. That's not what I said.
That's
I didn't say nothing about a man approaching you. I'm going to say it again. When you are out there dressing provocative, showing skin, showing flesh, and a man does a cat call to you, that has nothing to do with approaching. But that's like, oh, okay, she thick. Oh, look at that body. Okay, I like what I see. Do you take offense to it?
there's no need. No.
Okay. Just making sure, because if you was going to say, yeah, I was going to have a whole explanation for that. But if you don't take offense to it, that's obvious because you know how you're dressing. Some women sit here and be like, it doesn't matter how I dress. A man should never do those things. That's not true. You should never do those things neither. It's a lot of shit we should never do, but we gonna do it. It's called consequences at the end of the day. And you can't be mad if you set yourself up for these consequences. And the
Yep,
truth is
exactly.
A lot of women set themselves up for consequences. Y'all set yourself up literally to become somebody's victim, and then get mad when
Man,
you become the victim.
man,
I
I
don't go
was
outside dressed like a whole gang member with a burner on my back hip. No, because if I get hit 9 times like 50, I may not come back like 50. I may just end like 25, like quarters. He may just bust
mhm.
my ass into dimes real quick, real easy.
What's going on,
So
cousin?
Yeah.
I wouldn't rent for women. I say this all the time. Straighten that shit up. And on top of that, when men see y'all showing that flesh like that, you already gave me visual access. How long is it gonna take to give you physical access? Because I'm not looking for no mental connection now. I'm selling yourself short, to be honest. Every day you sell yourself short. Just because it's cute to you don't mean it's cute. You don't even look at yourself all day. Other people do. Guaranteed somebody's seen what you look like more than you seen what you look like today. If you went to
Yep.
work today, your boss seen you more than you seen yourself. The only time you seen yourself is if you brushed your teeth and when you got home, and that's if you jumped in the shower and brushed them again. That's when you seen yourself. So who you really looking cute for? Say yourself so we can go back to this again. You're not looking cute for nobody but another man.
Man, I'll give you a scenario. I was, Twitter is unfiltered. I was on Twitter, and basically, this woman was in the casino, and she was rubbing one off. And the least they told her was like, get out. My thing is, I would have called the police, because that like, I mean, she should be on the registry. Because, like, why are you having decent exposure? Even in, I don't know how it is in other states, but here in Florida, if you're having, sexual intercourse, they're going to, and the cops is passing by, they can throw you in jail because of that. So my thing is like, women always say, well, men are not protecting them. What are you doing for the man not to protect you? That's the real question. Because if you're showing off your body, you're being. I always say this. I'm not protecting no city girl. I'm not protecting no Sukiana. You get what I'm saying? Like I don't care what it is. Like if I'm walking by and the way you display yourself in public, and I see a group of men, I'm gonna just go on by my business. That has nothing to do with me. Whatever, I don't care because my thing is you attracted that attention. That's just me, like personally, because it's like what type of future are we bringing forth for our young girls? Most of the promiscuous things that little, younger girls do is because of older generation. Like I can't have my daughter walking out looking like that. Like so, if I can't have her looking like that, then I can't. Her mother should not be looking like that as well. It's the same energy in the household. And this is why y'all really don't like when men speak on this because it holds y'all accountable, and y'all want accountability. But go ahead, Rico. I think you was about to say something.
Oh no. I understand it for what it is. Women think that it put like this. Men don't give a fuck what you think is provocative. We know what provocative is. We
Yeah.
watch porn all the
Yep.
time. So we know what provocative is.
Hmm.
So a person can't sit here and say, well, I don't do provocative things. If I go to your page and I see some provocative shit, I'm commenting. Provocative, provocative, provocative,
Right.
provocative. Because a man know it's provocative to other men. Women don't seem to grasp the concept of the actual fucking word in itself. And I know this is a true statement because they don't even know what insecurity means, let alone
Facts.
narcissist,
Hmm.
let alone misogynist, constantly using words and you don't even know the definition to it.
Yeah. They
So
say that
if
this.
you put yourself in a situation, if I put myself in a situation as a fully grown man, I expect something to happen to me. If I put myself in a situation, I go to a bar, can ballroom dance, I done put myself in a shitty situation because now I got a ballroom dance doing damn well I don't know how to ballroom dance. So if you put yourself in a streetwalker situation, you ain't a streetwalker, be prepared to be treated like a streetwalker. You put
Yep,
yourself in a
exactly.
situation. In other
Exactly.
words, if you ain't about that, don't say you are. Don't do it. Don't put yourself in a
Hmm.
situation that you don't want to be in, that you're not about. That's gonna be foolish.
Exactly. Yep, that's exactly because the thing is, when a man is telling you like, look, don't dress this way, 9 times out of 10, he has your best interest at heart. So, why would you not want that man to help you in that situation? So now when he chooses to not help you when something bad is happening to you, he's not wrong because he warned you multiple times, go change what you have on. Because it's obviously something that he sees that you don't see. You're looking at it like, oh, it's cute. And then your homegirls do the same thing. Your homegirls don't hold you accountable. Your homegirls is like, oh yeah, girl, you is smash you is whatever you are dressed like you dressed really nice in that dress. However, she's not gonna turn around and tell you, yo, that skirt is too tight on you because she wants you to get clout in public. So, when we have these conversations, it's really in a sense of like own up to your shit. You know that what you're doing is wrong. Own up to it. I don't see what's the problem, So like a lot of these women, man, like they have no sense of accountability whatsoever. The top part or the bottom part? Because if it's the bottom part, it basically, hold on, I would have to switch it. Basically, she was saying that it's art. The dress that I mean, the picture basically. The top part, it says modern women run the risk of being SA when they show skin.
You increase the probability of stuff that happened to you when you show more flesh. Now, I would say, do
Hmm.
women in general, does women in a general aspect run the risk just being a woman? Yeah. That's why we tell you stay the fuck in the house, find a man and lock him down and get that level of protection. Because in a general aspect, like I've always stated, men are essentially dangerous. If you don't believe it, look at the fucking history. Women don't create wars, men do. Women don't fight wars, men do. Women don't start wars, men do. Women don't end wars, men do. So who is the fucking danger, you morons? Men
Yeah.
obviously have to be the overall danger. So you're already at risk as is. So why would you go out and put yourself at an even more higher risk?
Don't worry about it.
Now that goes in women. Well, men should have self-control. Well, you dumb garden tool. You should have self-respect. You idiot.
Yeah. Like real shit though.
It's like you.
Real shit.
It's a major contradiction in yourself. You want a man to have self-control, but you believe that you have no boundaries and no guidelines. You want a man to stand on morals, but you have no morals. You want a man to have
Hmm.
self-respect and dignity, but you don't even believe in the word dignity or self-respect in a sense. So how you want me to these things that you don't believe that you're not any of them? You This shit don't even coincide in your world.
Yep.
So if you gonna
Exactly.
walk around like a streetwalker, be prepared to be treated like a streetwalker. We don't live. We live. This the world we live in. This the dating scene y'all created. So this is what it is. So don't be mad at the world y'all helped create. That the dating scene y'all decided to establish amongst society. Come on, that make it make sense. And I get it. Nobody has the right to do what they want to anybody. But however, at the same time, we all have the right to do whatever the fuck we want to anybody. It's the consequences we don't want to suffer. However, if you go outside and you decide to dress extremely provocative, there's consequences behind that shit. Whether it's catcalling or far more worse, it's a consequence. Hell, you could even run into a female like, "Oh, Garden 2, you think you look good?" And you be like, "Nah," and then you Next thing you know, your ass done got lumped up because you done got some attention. Their ass gave you the wrong type of attention after. Y'all motherfuckers don't be thinking. Forrest Gump says stupid is as stupid does. I think he was talking about y'all.
Real
Now, I'm
talk,
not saying
like,
men are just the top of the pinnacle and just being smart. However, if you run your world off logic, you could be a dumbass and run your world off logic and still make it. If you don't believe me, again, watch the fucking movie Forrest Gump. He was a dumbass who ran the world off logic and made it successfully through. My mama said just keep running. And if you just keep running, you could get where you gotta go. And what'd he do? His dumbass ran across the fucking country. I got where I got to go.
real shit.
So even a
Real
dumbass
shit.
with common sense and logic can make it. So what's you women excuse? And that was a fucking movie. And the book was far more worse.
Real shit.
Forrest, you can't deal with the problem. Because Jenny did it. And my mama did it. And Bubba did it. And we got a shrimp boat out of it. So we could do it, and we're not that smart. And Lieutenant Dan is with me. So if Lieutenant Dan is here and he ain't got no legs, what's y'all excuses? Make it make fucking sense. Make that shit make sense.
Like a lot
And I
of
love Forrest
these
Gump. That's one of
women.
my favorite movies, disclosure. Okay.
Yeah,
That
so
movie's awesome.
it was a good movie, and you're right. He did run the world off of a logic. So a lot of these times, these women like don't realize that the only way you will understand a man is through logic, because that's how he operates, off of logic. Of course, we're not talking about the average day man that is really operating off of emotions. So a lot of these women, like, they're so stuck in their emotions. I had somebody message me, and they were like, man, if these women would come into these podcasts that y'all have and sit back and listen to y'all instead of, reacting off of it, they will learn so much and they will do better for themselves.
Molly jumped in my live one day. No, I was in a homie Edwin live. And Molly did not like me when she had first heard me speak. And she told me, she was like, I didn't like you at first. She was like, but I had to really sit down and hear you to understand. And a lot of y'all women don't want to sit down and understand. You're not. It's that mindset, men don't know shit. So if I don't know shit, why you failing?
Hey, they say they're the most educated, cuz.
They is the most educated. That don't mean shit though, because they went to school. If a woman can't tell me who are the people in America, y'all ain't educated because y'all got shit in high school.
Man, they say they're independent, so they could build their own Walmart. You know?
And I'm watching Built a Walmart, and I'm gonna let them know you missed the boat.
Yep.
After they put everything together, I'm gonna tell them the things that they missed.
Man, I'm gonna
Now
go.
that you got this all up, this infrastructure is shit.
Man, I'm gonna go knock down I'm gonna go knock it down some Legos. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna knock it down, and they're gonna have to start all over. We'll
And
see who's.
again, this ain't to put women down. If y'all supposed to be so smart, why everything we point out is every downfall for the smartest motherfuckers that are not succeeding in what they said they was. They can't say women are leading society. Society is failing with y'all. And it's failing rapidly. If you don't believe it, look at the youth. If women is leading and raising society, look at the youth. Now, we're looking at the youth. All people say, oh, this generation ain't shit. We ain't gonna make it. If it's up to this generation, it's over. Thank you, ladies. You ended the black society. Congratulations, you've achieved it. You've achieved what white America's been working so hard to achieve.
Yep, that's true.
You ended it all.
Exactly.
The
So,
Mexicans
like,
is next. They coming after y'all next. Y'all the closest thing to
yeah,
black, they'll be coming after you next.
man, these Mexican women are already taking the men. So, like, ain't gonna be much long. Like, so when you see, and personally, I don't date outside my race. However, when you see these black men
I
date
date within
outside
all
of
my
their,
races.
yeah. So when you see these black men date other women, it's like they're not trying to be single and childless. So they just got to move however they need to move. Now, my
Oh,
thing is, go ahead, go ahead.
yo, thank you. Thank you for saying that because that's my topic. Like single, I can throw out that fucking picture.
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm gonna put the single and childless up there. Do you want to be single and have children, or would you rather have a family? And for the females that like, I'm just gonna be single. I don't want. I'm gonna show them that picture of that 123-year-old woman. This gonna be you.
And then the thing is now they're looking after what's her name? Simone. What's her name? Forgot her name, but she's used to be in Wildin' Out. They're looking at up to her
Oh,
when they
I know
don't
you
want to
talking
date a
about.
man.
You talking about the girl that I was talking about? I take a shower, uh, yeah, twice a week. Her,
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
she nasty. She
Yeah.
stink. I know she stink. Like you got a whole hole in your body that sweat, and you talking about taking a shower twice a week? You nasty motherfucker. You going to hell. You going to hell.
And they
I know
look.
where you
Yeah.
from.
So they don't want a man that's busting his behind a 9 to 5. However, they'll go for the man that's a bum and that's laying on the couch and ain't doing shit.
Shaq sliding this
You
woman
know.
DM. She better write Shaq back.
Yeah, she did. She did. She told Shaq. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull up that DM. She told Shaq. Like, hold on. I'll have to pull up the DM. Give me 1 second, because I don't want to go based off of. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, I just want to know, would women accept an average 9 to 5 man, or would they go for the businessman?
Cause Shaq just hollered at the average 9 to 5 woman. Now, ladies, this don't mean y'all can get the same attention. This don't mean Genuine gonna hop in your inbox. This don't mean I ain't gonna say Tyrese. Nobody more Genuine did fall. This don't mean Chris Brown gonna come see you. This don't mean Dwayne Wade is gonna hop in your inbox. This don't mean none of that shit. This just means Shaq seen something. She was a 1 in a million. That's what that means. A lot of y'all are not the 1 in a millions. You think you do, but you're not.
So
Some men think they're invincible and they stand in front of bullets, but they're not. You see how your thoughts are subjective and it really don't make no sense? It's kind of like for a special ed kid.
mm-hmm.
So she's a
Yep.
1 in a million. A lot of you women are not that, and it's okay because you wasn't supposed to be that.
Don't worry about it. They trying to be like Neo, or they trying to be like Aaliyah. Hmm. So a lot of these women, they think that they're gonna get all this type of special treatment. When you hit the wall, nobody really wants you, man. Like, honestly,
If
just
you
don't
if
hit
you
the
see
wall.
that wall and you pass through the door peacefully, you gonna get lucky. But don't nobody want
Hmm.
no car accident. That's hitting the wall.
Man.
Refusing to see the wall and thinking you gonna just drive through the motherfucker. Nah, Bill Murray hit his wall. He's 76. He dating Khalees. Bill Murray hit the wall when he was 50. He knew he hit the wall because he walked straight through the door and sat down. Oh, this the retirement wall for doing whatever the hell I want to do. Yeah. But the woman wall different. Bill Murray got lucky. You know, in the last time he had something that young, he was that young. That's why he happy.
Right.
It's essentially different for both of us. A man wall and a woman wall, two different walls. A man body count and a woman body count, two different body counts. A man's level of experience and a woman having experience is two different level of consequences. It don't work for y'all how it work for us. And it don't work for us how it work for y'all. I'm still working on getting me a free drink at the bar. Still. A free something. I don't even want a free drink. Just knock some dollars off this bill. Give me that much. Knock $1 off a bill. You know what, sir? You look good enough. We gonna take $20 off. Thank you. Thank you, because you wasn't gonna give it to me for free, but I'll take that $20 discount. Thank you. So it y'all don't like the double
When was the
standard, but
last time
that's
we
all
had a
that
man's
shit.
with a man's date?
I tell women, get to know your counterpart. Get to know the
Man, we
counterpart.
got
If
that
men are
fire
the
trust.
counterpart of women, get to know men. That's gonna save y'all. Trust me, it will. I don't need no saving from no man. You need some
Just the
saving from
DMs right
someone.
here,
Check
bro.
on yourself.
No problem, Javon. This the DMs right here.
This motherfucker
This is what
Shaq
Shaq
wrote her.
said.
Tell all your boyfriends I said hello. He didn't ask her out though. He just gave her some advice.
Hmm.
She happy as hell.
Exactly. So my thing is the issue I have with women is a simple fact that you can compliment them and they acting like they better than you. Like I didn't have to give you that compliment because you're not that cute. You look ugly. Your hair is uneven.
And as I'm looking at this, she has no conversation at all. Her conversation skills are horrible. He wrote whole sentences. This is some girl that got
Telling
a
you,
job.
man.
She and everybody was in her comments talking about you should do an OnlyFans. You too pretty to work, and all type of crap. So Shaq basically congratulated her like, you don't listen to the comments. Like, and the truth is, don't listen to the comments.
Yeah, because the comments will mess you up big time because it's like these people don't care. They don't have nothing to say that's positive. They always taught you in school if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. So my thing is like, you know, most women they wouldn't even take that they wouldn't take that compliment from an average day man. They overlook the average day man that really is looking out for them. But they'll go to the man that don't give a damn about them.
And
And yeah, you know,
and that's the truth because if you think about our inbox, come out, don't worry about the comments. They don't mean nothing. Like you doing good. She responded to Shaq. In other words, she didn't see none of the other potentials. She responded to the
hmm
money. Oh, my bad. Money don't matter. Money don't matter. Money don't matter. Trigger word. Trigger word.
don't worry
Money
about
fucking
it.
matters. She responded to Shaquille O'Neal. Do you know how many other men hopped in that inbox telling her don't worry about it?
Yep.
Don't worry about it. It be like that sometimes.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
real simple.
exactly. So like, um, Javon, you wanted to say something? You had got off of mute last time.
I really don't remember what I was about to say, but I agree with everything y'all saying so far.
Girl, are you sitting there smoking tree?
No,
Okay, I'm about to say, because if
look,
you is, you should
look.
have
Now I
waited
gotta
till I
put the
rolled my
camera
shit
on.
up. That way we can forget together. Don't forget shit and just leave me out here remembering shit in the world. We gonna forget
Yeah.
collectively as a unit.
That's true, but no, I'm not smoking tree.
Oh, okay. Damn, your life
Trying
must
to.
be boring because I'm about to get lit. Speaking of, I got to get my ass over here to Walgreens so I can go get my everything I need, my utensils.
Yeah, I feel it. Yeah, man. Like, average day man don't get, you know,
Do you
you know,
know how
I
many
mean,
men are looking at this right now everywhere and like I wrote her and said the same shit and they get not one response. We know, big dog, because you ain't Shaq and you ain't got your net worth is not X amount of $1 million. Your net worth is probably like 48,000 to 52,000 dollars a year if you're lucky. 48 if you're really lucky, to be honest. 52,000 if you're just doing your thing. 80,000 if
and
you've been doing it for a long time.
women would have you believe that, you know, you're just the most trash man in the world
I don't even deny it. You're like, you're
from
trash. Like,
treatment.
I know.
Walk into Family Dollar, I think, and man, I was walking to Family Dollar and I was looking bummy, trust me, like bummy as hell. And this one girl like got out, she was in the passenger seat and was like, "Young brother, you look good." Like, and I'm like, "What the hell?" Like, because I was not expecting that, you know. So like my thing is that we don't get these compliments from women when we're like at our either we're at our best or at our worst. So it just shocked me because I'm like, yo, I'm looking hella bummy right now. I had some baggy pants on, like the shirt was wrinkled, looked like I got it under the mattress. You know what I'm saying? It's just you don't get that, man. So like the average day man, he goes about his day like worrying about himself, and then women are just like, They just pass by him as if he's nothing. Javon, how many men have you put in the friend zone?
Honestly, I don't know.
Before you ask that, Javon, real quick, I wasn't trying to put you on blast when I said that, but I knew you was gonna say you didn't just provocative. That's the only reason why I asked that question, because I
It's
knew what you
fine.
was gonna say.
I don't feel no type of way.
Okay, just making sure.
It's fine.
My
I don't feel
whole
no type of way.
my whole thing is this: women really don't hear men when we speak. So I know for a fact women hear women though, and y'all will hear y'allself before y'all hear anything else. So with knowing that, I just let women answer their own questions. That way, when they say
And
something, I could say something back like, "Yeah, now you see it, huh?"
And no, that's very true. Like women take any honestly criticism, compliments, any women take it better from women, which is oddly enough, versus men. If a man does
Why?
say anything negative, I honestly I don't
She
know.
don't even know why.
I can't answer
Shit.
that question. I don't know. So I understand that, but in the same sense, not in the same. However, in the same sense, it's like women do need to learn to be able to hear what men have to say, because in the same sense, we can't tell each other what men think, which is a very valid thing that you stated. We can't tell each other. So how I said I don't dress provocative, to me and other women, I don't dress provocative, but to a male, like you said, it's provocative. Only thing
You say
is,
other women because
only
does a prostitute feel like she's out here doing something wrong in the world? No.
absolutely not. 9 times out of 10, absolutely not.
And
Doesn't feel
and
like
how many
anything is
other
wrong.
women and how many other women that she surrounded herself with is going to condone her to what she's doing?
A vast majority of the women she has surrounded herself with.
So it's safe to say, even when you hanging around your friends and you put on something that is way more skin revealing, they're gonna condone it. Like, girl, that shit cute. Oh, where you get that from?
Yes,
Forever
it's
21?
it's
What you
it's
go to
very
Rainbow
rare
Outlet?
for a
Girl,
woman to be
what?
like, "Hey, you showing way too much."
Because I ain't never
So
heard of
it
another woman say, you know what? You look kind of trashy.
and that's true
But
because it doesn't happen often.
look, she had to pause for that, like, yes.
It does because it doesn't happen often. It really doesn't. So it just
I
I
just
really
want
don't
people to
even be knowing
understand.
what to be saying about it sometimes.
She don't even know what to say no more. She like, it just, look, this the world we grew up in now. This is it. Exactly. This the world we in now, and this is it. And when
I
you think about it, is this really the world you want to be in?
I mean it is a shit show right now.
So is it really the world you want to be in? Do you
I
want to
mean
be in the shit show?
of course I don't want to be in a circus with everybody else.
Okay. So this is how you change it. You simply stop doing circus shit. Stop doing clown shit. And you eliminate a lot. And that's how you find out who your real friend. Put like this. When I stopped dressing a certain way and acting a certain way, I really found out who my friends was. Like I got homies that I done grew up with, but when I stopped doing certain things, they stopped fucking with me. So that's how I really found out who my real homies was and who my real friends was. And I got some homies to this day still, they know like, oh yeah, cuz turned square. But it don't change who he was. Like he'll still get off in your ass real quick, real fast. But I turned to a square, yeah.
No,
So
that's
you
very
gotta
true.
understand, real friends, they not gonna condone your fuckery. If your homegirls is sitting there condoning bullshit, understand what type of friends you hanging around, what type of people you surrounding yourself with. And that's it. And when you surround yourself with a certain level of people or type of people, guilty by association and birds of a feather
Birds
flock
of a feather
together is a
flock together.
motherfucker. Exactly. So it's birds of a feather flock together for women, and for men is guilty by association. So those two sayings are very true. If you associate yourself, if you are not a streetwalker, but yet you go to work, you do an office job, right? Before you do the office job for Lowe's, like you wanted secretaries for Lowe's and shit, right? Not on the floor or nothing. You just handle, paperwork.
Hmm.
Are you gonna go out and kick it with a gang of streetwalkers?
Absolutely not.
Even if you're not,
Y'all
even
aren't
when you get off
relatable.
work,
Y'all aren't relatable though. Like
there you
I feel
go.
like it falls into you hang with people that you can relate to. That's just
So
naturally
it's
how
safe
it
to say
works.
you probably be gonna be kicking it with other women who 10 to 1 have some type of desk job who's not a streetwalker.
Correct. Everybody correct.
Okay,
Yep.
so understand what I'm saying. when you walk around and women dress like streetwalkers, it does not matter the job you have at that point. Y'all all look like O's. Y'all all look like garden tools. So what is the and the garden tool only looks like the garden tool. So if y'all all look like garden tools, then what?
Ain't nothing you can do.
There it goes. So when women get subjected to bullshit, it's because you subjecting yourself to the same amount of bullshit that I'm getting ready to subject you to. Don't be mad at me. Be mad at yourself. Because just how your friend said, girl, you look good. I'm about to tell you how good you look too. Don't worry.
I feel like when women well when women walk outside, they should know what they're gonna get at the end of the day. You can't be mad at what another person does. And I feel like that like all around the world, whether they be men, whether they be women. You can't get mad at what another person does, especially if you subject yourself to what another person does. Like if you don't want to be in certain scenarios, don't put yourself in certain scenarios. And when you're in certain scenarios, you got to deal with what comes with them scenarios.
Yep. Like this man eating this girl's behind. Don't worry about it.
And another thing that kills me with women, why do you tell everything?
You can't say the K word, love. You can't say the K word. I got to say the K word. Come back.
Oh,
I'm gonna
I'm
bring you
sorry.
back up. Yeah. You can't say the K
That's
word.
why I said what I said. You're right.
You can't say the
I'm a
K word. You
sneak
can't say the
motherfucker.
B word. You can't say
Can't say the K word, B word, N word, P word, the R word.
the
I
D
call it
word. You
A
can't say
shit
that.
or I call them Geppettos.
Hmm.
Don't trip.
You're right. It's good. Hmm.
To shame him. Shit. We know what the point was too. She's not a woman. Embarrassment is a woman will embarrass herself and not be embarrassed at all. As long as that man is embarrassed, she don't give a fuck about embarrassing herself. We all know this to be a true statement. We seen it. We witnessed it. How many times have a woman embarrassed herself, but as long as she embarrassed that man, she like, I don't give a fuck. What was her goal? What was her goal? Okay then. So we all know her main goal was to do what? Embarrass the man, correct?
Right.
So she don't give a fuck. So she don't give a fuck about embarrassing herself because she completed her goal. Women are extremely spiteful. Now, a lot of no, we're not. Yes, the fuck y'all is. I grew up with a house full of you motherfuckers, and I don't even get mad at it no more. I just like, this is who the fuck y'all is. Like, and I accept it. You just not gonna be spiteful with me because if you get spiteful with me, I'm gonna turn to Ike Turner.
Hmm.
Don't get spiteful with me. Walk the fuck away. Leave me the fuck alone. Run. Don't get spiteful with me. Don't do no spiteful shit with me because I don't like that shit. I'm not gonna do no spiteful shit to no woman. I'm just gonna be myself. And if you don't like me being myself, then you shouldn't even want to deal with a man like me. Them consequences that's coming your way. And I'm happy she said that and I didn't because I got called sexist. So you're sexist, man. I'm just telling you what women tell me. Oh, you can. And see, you know what? Yeah, where'd you get that from? You and that's another thing. I tell look, you can't whoop me. So your best bet is to back down from me. I ain't no punk. I ain't no punk neither, but I'm not about to go look for the wolves in northern Colorado. And I'm far from a punk, but I can't whoop no wolf. I know what it's gonna do to me. He gonna snatch my little black ass up. Him and all of his homies gonna ragdog me into the forest. They gonna beat the brakes off me, and then they gonna eat me while I'm screaming. I'm not that bad. Shit, I'm not that bad. And that's the truth. So when women's like, knock a dude out, do you know it only takes 5 pounds of pressure to sleep a motherfucker? Do you know how much pressure it takes to break shit? Less than 5 pounds. Like, I look at women like they crazy sometimes. I'm like, man, I used to box like 147 pounds. If I hit you, Trust me, if I hit you, I'm not gonna put you to sleep, baby. You're gonna be woke, but you're not gonna be the same. We gotta go to the doctor. We have to go to the doctor now because I know something's broke. Your whole face is shattered on one side. I tell women, don't try, man. Stop doing that dumbass shit. That's not. If we got the lower life expectancy, y'all trying man's gonna lower y'all life expectancy. Because if you
Women do
notice,
it thinking that somebody in their family
there,
gonna come to their savior.
yeah, no, that's cool. But you know, 50, not 50 Cent, Nipsey Hussle had a mixtape called "Bullets Ain't Got No Name."
And that's very true.
One of his homies said,
Doing too much puts you and your family at risk.
he said, "Bullets ain't got no name," so I wrote his name on the back. So with knowing that, it's like, hey, look, they don't have no name, but I can autobiography this motherfucker just for you. Trust me, I can. So I tell women, stop, don't talk trash to no man. Like, I'm gonna call my brother. Your brother may not be that hard. Your brother just tough because you. I even tell my sisters, don't ever believe I'm that hard. Unless the concrete tell you I'm that guy, don't believe I'm that guy. Let the streets tell you about me. So when they start hearing about me in the streets, when my mama started hearing about me in the street, that's when people knew, like, oh yeah, he really about that life. Yeah, I had to earn that shit. But just because your dude crazy or your brother crazy, don't mean he crazy to everybody else. Your dude really may be a gangster, and your brother just may be popping that hot shit. Your dude may just be popping that hot shit, and your brother really may be the gangster. The point is, you shouldn't be calling nobody on nobody. Walk away. Leave that shit alone. I'll tell a female, call your brother. I want you to. Matter of fact, use my phone. Because as soon as he pick up, I'm going to tell him right now, I'm about to slap her again. That way, when he pop up, I'm going to pop up on his ass too. He going to show up and I'm going to show out. So I tell women, don't do that. If you in a situation with a dude and it's not going right, leave the situation. What if he won't let you leave? Motherfucker, don't you go to work every day? Yeah, leave, motherfucker. You don't have to go back there. But my clothes, my things. Okay, we'll go get that ass whooping. Because everybody starts over all the time. Y'all ain't got no problem to start over relationships. Start the fuck over with this financial shit. It's not that hard. It's okay. Hell, get an escort to go by there. But don't put yourself or don't leave yourself in a situation ye not be left in. Simple. Like I said, this shit don't be rocket science. Men are essentially dangerous. Women have forgotten reason. The world is fucked up. Zion done ate some porno ass. Like, what is this?
Man,
And then she told everybody about it. Now, okay, Zion, you eat butt. That's cool. Ain't nobody knocking you for it. But this the butt you ate? This is deep. You ate
man,
BBL booty.
that's what I'm about to say. Like her whole tatas is like BBL.
Her body is a whole BBL. And he hit that. He's nasty. And another thing, women, we don't like BBL. The only reason why he hit that because he had the money and he didn't care. Some men really don't care what they hit, and this is one of them. Clearly, he didn't care what he was doing because she blasted all his business on social media.
Yep.
So
Hmm.
he's a fool. He was the fool. He deserved whatever come his way now for being dishonest and foolish. He did whatever come his way. He deserved it. Ain't no F ends and buts like, nah, bro. You did this to yourself. I don't feel bad for him. If anything,
Me either.
I feel bad because he ate her butt. He ate porno booty. He
Hmm.
nasty.
Yep.
Yeah, I
No,
agree with you.
yep.
That's
Give
crazy
me a
how
second, guys.
these celebrities just be, just switching. They just taking turns with the same vixens and all that.
Yeah, that's what they do. The
Back in
only
the day was just
celebrity I can respect like this is Leonardo DiCaprio. He don't share with nobody. Every woman he seen to pick, not only did the women he pick up be 25 and younger, but he know how to catch them to where it's like, you know what? Ain't nobody in the industry had her. I can guarantee you that. They can have her after I've had her, but I had her first. He be walking around playing Ray J. You know.
I hit it. I hit it. I hit it. Don't worry about it.
However, most of the females in the oh, you scared the brakes off me. Most of these females in the industry, yeah, nigga, they get passed around. Bruh, you gotta drop me down. I just shot the N bomb.
Oh my
But if you
God.
still up,
Now
when
you
I'm about
was
to go,
doing so good.
I know I'm about to go grocery shopping real quick. So if you still on when
All
I
right.
come back, I'm gonna hop in.
All right, no problem.
Yeah, y'all
Yeah.
spitting straight facts. I'm just taking it all in. I ain't trying to slip up and say nothing myself.
No, no, man. Look. My platform, we don't do none of that fear tactics. You feel me? Like if other hosts do that, that's on them. However, I run a clean platform. One of my pages got banned not too long ago, because of something that one of my family members did. So when I come on here, I allow everybody, to speak their piece. Because for me, as corny as it sounds, and I'm gonna keep saying it, I want to get to the essence of the soul of why people act the way they act. So I believe the soul shows more of a deeper, profound of what's going on with the person as opposed to their personality. Um, yeah, so don't ever be afraid to speak your piece because that's not the platform I run.
Yeah, yeah, I feel you.
Mhm.
And I know you got moderators and all that, bro. So you know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's
Yeah.
cool. I
So
like.
like, yeah. Like my moderators already know. Um, Quarter Boy is one of my number one moderator. Mo is my second moderator. Um, Rico is my number one co-host. So when we come in here, we basically run a clean platform. Because if women are joining the box, look how long Giovanna has stayed here. Even though she's still a red flag. However, uh, you know, as long as women are coming on here and they're discussing the topic, it gets us closer to um, what I am achieving. Because when I first started this TikTok thing, it was really to just bring out these controversial topics. So, a lot of times when we have the conversation, people don't want to hear you when you're bickering and arguing because, America loves toxicity, and that's just not me. The reason why a lot of psychologists make a lot of money and they make banks is because they let you speak. You know, they let you get to the actual core of it, and that's my purpose here, to get to the core of these topics, to get to the core of, I had one person in here talking about, oh, why y'all always coming on here talking about women? Homeboy, like I'm a whole man. I'm not gonna sit here and talk about men. However, I do hold men accountable. The thing is, most of the majority of the problem are coming from women. So I'm gonna speak on women. Kevin Samuels sat there and spoke about men, and y'all didn't pay attention to that. However, when he jumped on a woman, now all of a sudden he hates black women. He hates women in general, and it's like, where was that energy when he was going ham on these men? So you see the level of toxicity that they build up for no reason.
Yeah, true. I noticed that too. They only focus on the negative
Yeah.
narrative stuff, and he did have a lot of knowledge on both sides. But as soon as you give some constructive criticism on something, some people just uh, they react irrationally because maybe they feel subjected or something. I don't know about just facts really because y'all spit nothing but facts. So
Hmm.
y'all not just making up stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, what they don't like is when we bring in the statistics, that because I deal with facts and statistics. All I do is research. So my first topic when I went live was, in the divorce, the man should get the children. Oh yeah, they went off on me on that one. We had one woman talking about, oh no, it should be the fit parent. However, 9 times out of 10, the fit parent, the court is going to look at it as the woman. So they have all these leeway, and I always tell women this: the least you can do is give the child to the father. Y'all get everything else in a divorce.
Exactly, just like how y'all tapped in on not necessarily women. I don't know if it was just women that you know do conniving things for revenge or
Mm-hmm.
you know
Because women are
I don't-
spiteful, man.
yeah, spiteful. That's what y'all said. And women they just take the children out of spite, just to hurt the man. And you know, it's typical in a lot of
Yeah,
situations. It's expected.
yeah,
It's just really
exactly,
sad.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, other topics that I talk about is how women are unaliving their children at an alarming rate. I just spoke about this last week of how this woman, she basically unalived her son and put him in a trunk, and then 3 weeks later, they pulled her over and they found the body in the trunk.
If it ain't
So,
the women unaliving their kid, it's the men that the women picking a date also. So honestly, that number is even higher when you take that into consideration as well.
well, that's the thing. Also another thing I mentioned. Women are choosing the wrong caliber of men. A woman, what's going on, Jay? Another thing is, is the simple fact that women recycle their men. Let me just put it that way. They recycle the same men. So usually the men that they're recycling are like nothing but simps, guys that just don't give a damn about them. So in a scenario where, the man that would put her, at a better position, she doesn't go for him. So what that does is it creates a problem because now it's like you're saying there's no good men out there, when really the men that you're bringing to the forefront, who's vetting him?
She is.
What other man is she's the one that's vetting him. So therefore, you don't know how to think like a man, and it's crazy I have to use that title, but you don't know how to think like a man. So therefore, how can you vet the man? You don't know his thought process. You don't know his logical compass. You're going based off of your emotions. Oh my gosh, he's telling me I'm cute. Like, no. Because for all you know, you could be dating a damn predator. For all you know, you could be dating a serial killer.
Facts.
So it's like these women don't take heed to that because it's like, well, I'm young, I'm trying to get it in, I'm trying to live my best life. I don't know who lied to you to live your best life if you're not living your best life the way it is intended for you to live it. Like you doing things backwards, Like when we was in the younger generation, when you liked a man, you brought the man to your father. And then there's women that are like, oh well, what if it's a scenario where my father is not here or whatever? Okay, cool. You don't have no other masculine man around you. You don't have no uncles. You don't have no homeboys. There are masculine men. I don't. You get what I'm saying? Like women choose every excuse in the book to do what the hell they still want to do.
Yeah, true. Pretty much no self accountability at all.
Whatsoever. Man, we sat back here and listened to women for decades saying that, you know, to hold other men accountable, and we did that. And then we turn around and ask them to hold the sisterhood accountable, and they don't want to do that.
Yeah, I don't really see a solution to that. I don't know.
Well, the
The only
solution
solution to
is,
that really is for women to step up and do it. But the
yeah.
problem is it's a lot of usually it's a lot of backlash behind it. Like women will prefer to cut the person out that had the, even though they may feel it was negative, it was the needed word. Women will go out their way to stop associating with somebody that they feel criticized them negatively when it wasn't needed, to hang out with the people that they become most common with. And honestly, the most common is starting to be the vast majority.
That's true. That's true.
So it's like it's at a snowball effect right now, which is still going downhill.
Yeah. What
That's
else? Yeah. What else was gonna say? Uh. Yeah. A lot of times. what women don't realize is it's not that we don't like y'all, because if that was the case, we would not come on here and talk about y'all. The thing is, we want a level of understanding and knowing that you have younger generations that are looking up to you. My thing is, we can't say it takes a village to raise a child, and nobody wants the responsibility that comes with the village.
Facts. That's like I had a friend. We had been friends for a long time. She had a daughter. She wanted this daughter. Her and her husband at the time were adamant about having this daughter. Now, what had me baffled, we don't speak anymore, and we don't speak because of this. What had me baffled with her having this child was how you still going out every night and you got a kid. How you taking trips every other month for a week on end out the country and you have a daughter? Like, at what point are you gonna sit down and be a mother to the child that you wanted so bad? So is it that you wanted the child, or is it that you wanted the attention that came with the child? A child amplifies whatever is happening between two people at a time, whether it be good or bad. And honestly, thinking back, like looking at the situation, I think she had the baby, but even so, like you still had that kid. It's time to sit down. What you still clutching for? Where's your daughter at? You're a
Yeah,
parent
I'm
for a
so
reason.
glad you brought that up. I'm so glad you brought that up because we had a question up here, and basically the question was, um, would you do women want the responsibility of being do women want to be H's? Oh, hold on, matter of fact, let me pull it up. Hold on, but go ahead. You can keep talking.
So yeah, it was like, what you had a kid for? Because now, guess what? They didn't work. They got divorced. On top of getting, she asked for the divorce, which makes it even crazier. And the daughter's not with him. The daughter's not with her. The daughter's always with her parents. What you have this child for? What you go out your way to have this child for?
Yeah, they don't want the accountability. They just act like.
We're hitting a phase where children to women are starting to be props, not a responsibility. And to make it even crazier, her parents.
Well,
Go ahead, Fab.
no. What I was gonna say is what I was gonna say is they're they're having these kids really to just to just enjoy the fruits, basically fruits of their labor, which is really what they're saying is they're having these kids really for government assistance.
It ain't enough government assistance in the world.
Yeah, or
Don't
that
worry
child
about
support.
it.
Hi, good morning.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, I'm fine.
What do you got on the topic?
Okay,
Okay, what's going on?
Did she say something?
Nah, I was just trying to figure out what she had on the topic because she said okay, and I'm trying to figure out what she's okay to.
no, sorry. Like no, I'm replying some messages on my phone. No, not you. Sorry.
Okay.
Like, Nice meeting you here. Sorry, I want to ask you a question. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Can you please tell me the details?
Yeah. So the original topic is this: modern day women run the risk of being SA when they show skin. So basically, women showing skin run the a risk of getting bad things happen to them.
Oh, no.
Do you agree or you don't
So,
agree?
no, I don't.
You don't agree?
Yes,
Why is that?
because women showing their skins out, it's not proper for you for a woman to show their skins out. Because the skin is the it's in the Bible that is the body is the temple of the Lord. So you have to respect your body and respect everything about it. So you don't have to show your body out so that you can know that you breathe or not. That's why I don't agree for a woman to show off the skin out.
So it looks like you're contradicting yourself. You're saying that the woman doesn't have to show her skin to get attention.
Yes, because it's not
Okay, that's originally what I stated.
because it's not about showing your skin that makes you more beautiful. It's about how you present yourself.
Fab, I don't think she get the topic.
Okay, all right. So let me break it down a little bit more.
Okay.
So my topic is is it okay for when a woman shows skin, does it put her at a higher risk of something bad happening to her? Yes or no?
Oh yes.
Okay, so that was my point. So you agree with me, you just didn't
Yes.
understand the concept.
Oh yes.
Okay,
Sorry,
so
I
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah, it's fine. I get it. It's the language barrier.
no.
Yeah, I get it. So yeah, 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 yeah. A lot of women they dress provocatively, and there's other younger women that are looking at that. Because look at this picture with Janelle Monet. She said it was art. The person in the comments said it was art. That's not art. Art is something that you draw. So art is musical. That's art. To me, that's if a guy would have seen that, they would have thought she dressed like that at her home and run her at a higher risk of something happened to her. Because you never know who's looking in scenarios like that. You might think you might have the greatest neighbor and something, and he can just be looking through your window like some peeping tom. So of course, when you're in your home, you can dress how you want. Of course, what I'm saying is like sometimes close that window so nobody sees you, like, and 9 times out of 10 when women come outside, they're dressing very provocatively to the point where, certain things happen to them. We're not talking about the minority of women that cover up. We know about the minority of women that cover up and that still happens to them. That happens all the time in other countries. We're not talking about that because people always like to bring up the minority, but majority rules. There was a question I was going to ask you, Javon. Yeah, so how many times? So yeah, that was one of the topics I had last week. How many times have you, like, are you like the type to friend zone people?
Wait, say that one more time for Fab.
And I said, how many times have you friend zoned somebody? Yeah, you know that that you could have given them attention.
A lot of them do that.
No, I'm saying how many times you have done that.
How many times I have done that?
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know. I'm not big, so I don't go out much. And when I do go out, of course, I do dress the way I dress. But I don't. It's not necessarily for attention of others. If that makes a little bit of sense. Like I don't entertain men when I go out. Like I usually stay in my little bubble. I'm usually in a section off to the cut, sitting there. So the
Okay, I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
whole thing for like for it being massive attention, like And even then, like as soon as we walk out, I'm like straight to the car, in the car, on my way home.
Okay,
Men
I
do
see what
approach
yeah, I
men,
see what you
of
mean.
course, like Rico was saying, like of course men do, they look cat calls, men do all of that, but in essence it's just like you just keep on going, tunnel vision. You're trying to get to where you need to be so you can get to where you need to go.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Hmm.
But I do
I
know a
see what you
lot of
mean.
women that only dress a certain type of way to get the attention. Like they'll put on a certain outfit, get inside a club, and will literally walk through a group of men when they could have went around them, but walk through a group of men just to be seen.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, there was this woman that just happened a couple of weeks ago. She dressed like a hoochie mama. You know how those not the sundress. You know the dress where it shows like it's cut in the side of the woman's thigh. Those dress. So she had one of those on, and basically her whole thing was showing, and she was walking through the mall. And
Her
the
her
first question,
whole her whole woman part.
yeah,
Oh, and she's walking through the
and
mall.
then she was walking through the mall, and a lot of people in the comments were saying, "Damn, did she not think about the children that was in that
That's what I
mall?"
was about to ask. Like public indecency, she should be on a
Mm-hmm.
registered list.
Yeah. So these women, do these things, and they don't realize that they're really perpetrating predator behavior.
Which is true. Which is true.
So it's like the illusion of it is like I mean, like what the hell?
The more I be listening to all these lives and I be in these rooms with y'all, I just be baffled. Because there be
No,
things
because
I, as a woman, don't naturally think about.
that's
Like,
the thing. That's the that's the reason why somebody was telling me, man, if these women would sit down and listen to y'all, like a lot of these things will click for them. And even then, it doesn't click for them because really, like personally, I know that, well, not even personally, but I know for a fact that um, you can drag you can drag a woman to her femininity, with the proper tools. However, I can't do the groundwork for you.
fact.
Like you told me you had to learn to try to work on yourself because you used to go out of the side of your mouth. You used to be a reactive person. A lot of these women is the same story. You know what I'm saying? It's the same story. So, a lot of these times that these women don't notice, they don't notice that it's like cause and effect. The cause of you dressing like that is gonna be the effect of a guy pulling you to an alley.
And that is that is actually a very truthful thing. Because when you think about it, like it usually be the ones that be extremely provocative, that be in clubs, that end up getting hit with the date R drug and be in situations that they really didn't want to be in. Part of the reason why females always are supposed to stay clicked together when they are out. That's the whole point of that. Like if you wasn't in certain settings, dressed in certain ways, you wouldn't have to go certain. I mean, to an extent, you wouldn't have to go through certain. rules and regulations to make sure nothing happens to nobody in a circle.
Right. Because there's a reason why when you go to a wedding, they ask you to dress a certain way or they have a dress code. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's a reason why they have that. Or if you go to the club, they have a certain dress code. Because I know some clubs down here in Miami. I don't live down here no more, but I know some clubs down here in Miami. They, when they're doing ladies' night, they say this is the dress code, and if you don't follow it, you're not getting inside the club.
And that's how it is down here too in Ohio. Like it's the exact same way. The only thing is I will say about our Ohio clubs, they actually like encourage the provocativeness, the nakedness, the all of that. They encourage that type of behavior here. So most of the times, if you like, I, let me see if I can give you. I went out one time, and I went out with jeans on. I had tennis shoes and a t-shirt. I wasn't really dressed to be outside in a club. Um, they tried to charge me $200 to get into this club because I wasn't wearing dress code, which would have been a provocative dress, a pair of heels, and a full beat face. What value would I have taken away from being in there fully clothed comfortably versus provocatively dressed? In their mindset, if a woman is in there in a provocative naked manner, it attracts more men, which in return is supposed to attract more money.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they
Because
highly go ahead, Pat.
yeah. So that's very true. Because look at the music industry. The music industry, when Megan came out, Megan was on some hot girl. So the thing
304 through
is,
and through. Could tell her nothing.
yes, right. So so kitty cat sells. Just like for the guys, drugs and violence sells. Because if we can market that and have y'all destroy each other through it, we have done our job successfully.
We are not about to blame SA on the way a woman dresses. I see the correlation, but there is a lot more to it.
Okay, well, Breezy, you can. Oh, you don't have guest access. Never mind then. Um, basically, I was gonna ask you to come up here, and you can. Yeah, Gorilla. Homegirl had a whole. She had a whole. What is it? Um, pregnant woman in her video. On
Oh,
some like.
I did see the screen, the cover for that. You're right. I ain't even noticed that. I just thought about it.
Mhm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, like, and the thing is, what you're saying about the woman getting SA on Breezy, what you have to realize is that's the minority of women that are getting SA while their body is covered up, because that happens all the time in Dubai, and they hella cover up over there. I mean, you know what I'm saying? They wearing the hijab. They're you get what I'm saying? Like they're all covered up, like on some basically Jesus with his sandals and everything. That's how covered up they are.
Yeah, women can't even go into
So
certain locations over there without being completely covered.
yeah, so my thing is, you're talking about the minority. You're not talking about the majority. The majority is the women that are coming out the house dressed like hoochie mamas. That's what people don't realize. You get what I'm saying? Like you should like you have to understand how this generation in the past and the generation now works. Girls that was 16 years old look like they were 16 years old back in the days. Girls that are 16 years old in
Look
today's
like they're
time,
30.
exactly my point. So now a lot of guys get hit with that registry only for the simple fact that they don't know. For me personally, I would ask a woman, "Yo, show me your birth certificate, show me your ID," because I'm not talking to you if you underage.
You can't even ask for IDs in today's age. Fake IDs is becoming such a great thing in today's age, and they look perfect.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like we're not talking about the minority. I love to talk about the minority. It's just we get on here and talk about women that are being toxic and they're combative. Y'all want to talk about the minority of women that's feminine. We get that. When we're talking about the majority of women that are not feminine.
But you gotta look at it too. It be the the people at the household, the mama.
Yeah, of course.
Then you gotta look
Of
at the
course.
rappers, BET.
hmm
You gotta look at it. People be trying to act like they're all good and all, but deep down they be trying to, you know, trying to get people to dress like it, just like them, famous people. And half of the famous people be married. Like Sierra, she had a song. What was that song again?
What she was saying, pretty much her verse was saying, uh, she was independent. Like, like she trying to tell women you don't need no man. Be an independent boss like her, but she's married. Most of these women are married.
Right. So these artists, yeah. So these artists, what they would do, like we had the conversation about not necessarily Lizzo, but body liberation. How you body liberated, but you can't get through a flight of stairs. How you body liberated and you have a double chin. How you body liberated when your calories are up. How you body liberate walk. So what is body liberation? These social media buzzwords.
Yeah, and it feels like
You know what I'm saying?
especially in this like demonic industry, they always glorify. I can't think of one positive role model that they would glorify in like the mainstream media, and it's targeted towards the youth, and we just lack guidance.
There
Well,
really
that's the
isn't one.
thing, though. That's the thing, though. This is what I was saying. When we talk about and this is not even about Lizzo, but when we talk about Lizzo, the situation is who's her main target audience? The young youth.
Hmm.
You know, it's young women that don't want to do nothing about their weight. That's her target audience. You
Yeah,
know. So then people like to bring up the minority, of course, when they say, oh well, men are over, some men are well, men are overweight too. That's only a small percentage in the country. We are the most obese country in the world, and we don't see nothing wrong with our weight. You know, because people don't realize their weight is a main factor. Because number one, you have to think about it like this. We had a woman up here. She was 5'9" and 195 pounds. That's too much weight on your spinal
yeah,
cord.
yeah. I heard it.
Too much weight on your spinal cord.
Yeah, yeah. Her BM, what they call it, the BMI complex.
BMI.
Yeah, that she's too short to weigh that much.
Yeah, exactly. And the average woman is only 5'7".
Yeah, that's pretty tall.
He said that's pretty tall.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is pretty tall. Yeah, for that's what I said. The average woman is 5'7".
okay.
Most women are just really short.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So my thing is the simple fact of like, hold on, somebody said something. Even the older women know better to be interesting. Yeah. Yeah, so like like we like a 5'3" woman should weigh no more than 115 to 120. And just leave it at that. I'm not a tall dude. Unfortunately, my parents didn't bless me with the height genes. However, I'm 5'5" and I only weigh 121, 122.
mm,
You get what I'm saying? So like, people don't look at the health risk that you're putting your body in when you're, quote unquote thinking that you're body your it's what they call it, body liberation. You're not liberated, man. If I'm put in a position where it's a fight or flight mode, and I have to rely on getting you to point A to point B, and on top of that we have kids, I'm gonna leave you behind. I'm gonna take the kids. You figure it out on your own.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, a lot of them when they bring up that issue, a lot of people nowadays they like to feel like they just claim victim, and they're talking
Um,
about body shaming and stuff like that. And you know, the main argument, like you just said, is it's the health. You know, the high blood pressure, the heart disease, the cholesterol. You know, um, not all you can have clean calories, but if you don't do nothing with that energy, it's going to turn into bad calories. Just like the same thing with carbs, stuff like that. Like it's a reason why uh, a lot of people struggle with weight and uh, being American. You know, we had a luxury of a lot of people just eat, they get real sleepy, and then they eat and then they go to sleep, and that's what most people do. That's why a lot of people struggle with their weight.
that's the thing because you know what you're doing is you're having the food sit on your stomach, or you're sitting on the food. So
Yeah,
you don't know how much gas you get rid of by just walking after you eat. You know what I'm saying? You can cut a lot of bad indigestion. You know what I'm saying? Like in a certain food, it's not digested properly because you have to think about it. Like I was doing this research on, when you eat turkey, turkey sits in your colon for about 3 weeks, undigested. 3 weeks. Can you imagine you ate a turkey last week and it's still in your stomach? I mean, it's still in your colon? That is the most craziest thing ever. What's going on, Casey? What's going on, Lisa? Yeah, so it's like, these people don't realize, like, and this is the most stereotype thing in our black community, but it's true. We would not go see a doctor for no, and hear me out. I don't agree. Of course, I don't agree with Western medicine because I think we should be going through the holistic side of it. You know how our ancestors did. Just like you guys watch a whole Black Panther 1 and 2, and they sat here and did all the herbs, and y'all skipped over that part. And that's the best thing you can do. However, you go to these doctors and they'll mess you up and you'll be okay with it. They'll give you these pills and you'll be okay with it.
yep, exactly. You know, it's all that's ran by pharmaceutical
Yeah,
companies. You know, they just want to sell the medicine. You know, that's where the money at. Ain't no money in
exactly.
ain't no money into the cure. And I agree with you what you said about the Western medicine. They just want to prescribe you pills,
Yeah,
narcotics, stuff like that.
yeah.
And
They don't care. Yeah, they don't care necessarily about your health, your well-being. They care about making an extra buck.
oh yeah,
Because if they really cared about your healing process, I mean, I remember I was watching Family Guy, and Family Guy comes with the truth,
oh yeah,
and they were saying how Stewie was mad, or for the simple fact um that well, not Stewie, I'm sorry, Brian was mad for the simple fact that these people had the cure to cancer and they were not giving it out.
yeah,
Hey, Fab.
yeah. You can't
Hey,
make
what's
up.
going on, Lisa?
I was about to say that me and my mother, we just talked about this today because, I got cured from diabetes because I got a pancreas transplant. Now, if that was out there for everybody to know, then diabetes would be cured. But that would put the insulin people out of business, the things you prick your fingers with out of business, that would put a lot of people out of business. So it's sad. It's sad.
Yeah, it is. It is. And really, we have to understand how white tea, and because I can't say certain words on here, so we have to understand how white tea um, people operate. Like everything that they do is destructive to the planet. So we're living backwards. We are living counter opposite to nature. We're supposed to ground our feet, yet we're in the house every single day. We're supposed to be sun gazing, yet we're in the house every single day. We're supposed to get our H3O, which is the best source of vitamin, best source of water nutrition from fruits. Yet we're eating crap from the fridge. So you know what I'm saying, we're eating things that are just not good for us. You know what I'm saying? So like the way we were taught was backwards. And I have people that will say, well, I can never go vegan. Motherfucker, what the hell you thought your ancestors were eating before all this destruction was going down? And then they'll bring up the conversation of, well, black people used to, unalive animals. Yes, we did, but it was in a more of a spiritual way when there was famine on the land. And then when we did it in a humane way possible. We wasn't just out here unaliving animals, in a crucial manner. We was not doing that. So my thing is, eat what you eat, whatever. However, you gotta learn how to train your brain to transition from that stuff. Because half of these food that we have here in America, they're banned in other country. Russia doesn't accept that. My cousin just came from Colombia a couple of weeks ago, and he was telling me how, what is it? He was telling me how fast food restaurants are illegal in that country. So when you look at it, problem. This here Babylon is the problem. But go ahead, Riley. I think you had something to say. What's going on, quarter boy?
What up? What up?
What's good with it? Yeah. So originally we were talking about this. Hold on. This conversation right here. Hold on. We were talking about this. So we just kind of switching the topics right now. It's really more of a chill vibe tonight. I didn't really have much strong topics to talk about, but this is really was my main focus.
I mean, yeah, if you going out there and you showing your skin like that to men like that, you got shorts that's going above the crease of your ass cheeks, and you got cleavage showing to where damn near your damn nipples is showing, and you expecting men to respect you, you out your motherfucking mind.
That's true. Real shit.
Do y'all have a
Real shit,
Hooters
man.
where y'all are?
I have one. Yeah,
A
yeah. We have a
Hooters,
Hooters.
a
Hooters?
Hooters, and a Twin Peaks.
I have a Hooters where I'm at, yeah.
Okay, that
A
is
couple, yeah.
disrespectful to me. Like, I don't want to go in there and eat because of how they're dressed.
Yeah.
And Twin Peaks is another one. Twin Peaks, it's in Nashville, and they wear lingerie and serve men and stuff. So
Because a
Yeah,
physical attraction that men have to women to weak men. That'll sell more to weak men that are interested in girls who are more promiscuous like that, and going to
yeah.
public respecting themselves.
There's this. I remember I was watching this video on Twitter because Twitter has no filter, and there was this little kid sitting there with his parents, of course, and this woman is like in Hooters with just rolling through, passing out food, and like her thing looked like it was about to come off, and the kid is looking at it like it's an amazement. However, he don't know what the hell he's looking at. So the thing is, I don't know why people don't think of children when they're performing these sexual acts. You get what I'm saying? It's just weird. Like y'all are setting yourself up to be peas. Like that's just weird because like I mean, can you imagine if teenage boys are going in there and they're seeing this? And then now y'all wonder why, when they act the way they act, it's because of the display of how you're dressing. Yeah, of course, it doesn't give it an excuse. However, certain behaviors, what led up to it is because of selective, imagery. So a lot of things that we do is because of TV, because of selective programming. Y'all thought Love and Basketball was the best relationship goal when it was the most toxic movie ever. This man left her with a whole baby and went about his business. So
I mean, that's when you live with the wrong men. The men don't either want the kid with you, or they don't want to. They don't want to. They either don't want the kid, or they don't want to be with you. So the relationship in the house end up getting broken.
yep,
Is those
exactly.
type of males that don't have no masculine influence around them, they gonna end up going after women that do stuff like that. That's in the background, but in a
Yeah,
predatory
and then
way, because all predators any predator is a person who is not raised under masculine influence. There's no way.
mhm. And then somebody goes in the comments saying that this is art. How is this art when this is on a public magazine? I mean, art to me was music. Art to me was drawing. Art to me was, I don't know, something like that was talented. Was poetry. That was art to me.
Yeah, see, it just gives women an excuse to do that. Like when they have pregnant women and they're covered their chest and they're, to me that shouldn't be. I think your body should be only seen by your husband if you're or you know, your male companion instead of, showing it to the world. I mean, to me pregnancy is like I cherish that. I wouldn't want to be on
Yeah,
a
that's
couple
sacred.
magazine. Yeah. Like I wouldn't want to have my body like that in a magazine.
Yeah, that's really sacred ground. So my thing is, this is why I don't believe in bringing your wife or whoever it is to the hospital. And first of all, you're not supposed to be laying on your back to have a child. You're supposed to be squatting because when you go to the bathroom, you don't lay on your back. You squat. So we are doing everything backwards, and we're wondering why we're so messed up.
I just want to know
So
who took the picture. Was it a man or
that's what I'm trying to figure.
was it a female?
It has to be a man because she gave the access. So and the thing is, I used to I love Janae. Janelle Monae's music. She makes great content. So my thing is, what example as you leaving behind as a older black woman for these younger generation of black women? That shit don't make no sense.
Yeah, I don't believe in any way, shape, or form that's art because just I mean, looking at it from a simple standpoint, it was a photo shoot and you taking subjective pictures. In that case, the Playboy magazine is art and whatever, in nudity, that was part of an art form. I even had art classes where they would have somebody pose naked, but we painting that person.
Do
Everybody
any
got
of y'all know if she's in a relationship though?
No
I don't
clue.
think she is though.
But do you ever notice that when people that are in the music and they're really pretty, when they are like becoming irrelevant or their music isn't doing that well, that's what they do. Like they go and Playboy, or they do like Anna Nicole Smith was like that. And she was pretty, and then she went to Playboy. I don't know. To
Yeah,
me,
that's a pretty girl.
yeah, like yeah.
Yeah, she was a beautiful woman, and what's her name? Anna Nicole didn't have to do her body. She didn't have to, market her body off like that because really she just could have got off based off her looks and
Right,
still got the attention.
right, because she was a guest model at first. Like she sold those
Yeah.
Guess jeans and stuff. Then she went to the Playboy.
Lisa,
Hmm.
she actually got found by Playboy first, and then Guess actually secluded, like went to the editorial photographer for that Playboy shoot she did, and asked for
Oh,
her information and got her that way. But either way, though, if she would have put herself out there in a better manner, she definitely could have made it through Guess without even having to go those steps that she went.
yeah, you're right. Thanks for correcting me. And yeah,
No
you're
problem,
right.
babe.
She was really pretty. She was gorgeous. She was like almost looks like Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, and that's another one too. Marilyn Monroe, she could have gone off her looks too because she was a really a beautiful woman. And another thing that we bring up is the plastic surgery because it's like we look at some of these women. I had a picture of this. There's this woman. One of her breasts is lopsided, and the doctor say he can't do nothing for her anymore because of the simple fact that she had too much plastic surgery to try to size it up, and it just didn't work out. So now she's asking for donations to try to help her bring down the size of her breast. No, it's too late. You ain't mess up your lips. You ain't mess up your forehead. You ain't mess up everything. And she wasn't an ugly girl. She wasn't an ugly woman.
Right. Well, Marilyn Monroe was pretty when she had the her brown hair. They made her change it to the blonde, and then maybe think if I'm wrong, correct me that she had a nose job done too. She wasn't a good actress, I
Probably.
know that, but
She was. Yeah, so like these women don't realize it's years of extensive things that you're doing that put you in a position of, you know, like deficit because it's like you have to understand how society works. So especially when it comes to men, men are um men are visual people. So when they see you cover up, you give them a level of imagination to say like, "Damn, I wonder what's under those clothes." You know, like uh, what is it? Superman. They say he has X-ray vision, but I'm sure Superman is not out here just looking at every single woman underneath their clothes. So um, a lot of these times, these women are not noticing the things that they're doing that are putting them at a high risk. But Javon, I think you had something to say. I don't know.
No, I didn't have nothing to say, but I actually agree with you definitely on that whole men prefer to cover it up. Because I realize by far on my average day, I'm a typical sweat girls and t-shirt type of person. I have more men attempt to talk to me versus on a daily basis and sweatpants and t-shirts than do when I'm dialed up with a full beat face and a skirt on.
Oh, that's another thing too. The makeup. Personally,
Saying you fine
I'm
without makeup.
I'm sorry, I get quarterback.
Said so. You saying you fine without makeup?
I believe so.
On a scale of
do you
one to ten,
believe
what
or
would
do you
you rate
know?
yourself without makeup?
I'm sorry, say that one more time, quarterback.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate yourself without makeup?
I'll rate my face at 8.
Okay, okay, okay.
most women go for the 7. The reason why they go for the 7 is the most used number. So, Kevin Samuels used to often ask, fresh face out of the shower, would you rate yourself 1 through 10? And most women on that panel would say 7.
Seven's my go-to number when I'm asked the level of pain I'm in.
Yeah. So like, a lot of times, like, women are not honest with themselves. I remember I rated this woman on a TikTok, and I told her, "Yo, you a 4," and she got mad because of that. I'm like, "You are a 4. Like, you're cute. You're kind of desirable. Other than that, like, there's nothing much you offer." And that was because of what she had on her page. That's why I said that.
But my thing is, I don't understand why women get mad at what other people. If you think you fine, you think you fine. Why you get mad at when somebody tell you what they think you are? You're not pretty to everybody on this earth, and it's just how it is.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like these women, they, hold on a second. Yeah, these women just think that, like, men are not going to visualize you and give you their rating. They are.
Yeah, like it's a lot of vision thing. Uh, like if I like the girl, probably like Fab, Freeze, Kane, or POP. Not gonna like them, but
Yeah,
shit,
exactly.
that's just preference. That's just how they. That's what they want. That's the type of girl they like. Some features, one man liking the female, another man won't. So I mean, shit, it just all gotta do with it.
One's man trash is another man's treasure. Yeah,
Facts. Females
But
just be too
yeah,
if she
that's
emotional to
really
just
the
if
how
she,
it
point where
is,
if she
though.
they.
just flat out trash, she just flat out trash though. If she ain't shit, she ain't.
Females
Exactly.
just gotta get out their emotions and just
hmm
let things be what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Quarterboy, how do you pin comments on here?
Gotta hold it and press pin.
Because I updated the app and it's still not allowing me to
It lets
pin
you
it
do it, but it only
unless the
let
setting is turned off.
like on my lives. It only let me pin them for like a minute.
Yeah, yeah, I don't care how long it's pinned. I'm just trying to figure out how, because it's not allowing me to pin it. That's weird.
Yeah, hold down on the comment. It should give you a list, and pin should be one of the
Okay.
options.
All right. Yeah, because like, we do these ratings only for the simple fact that, like, are you desirable or you're not desirable? Do a man wants you or does a man does not want you? Because when you hit that wall, we could take multiple examples: Vivica Fox, Lisa Ray, Halle Berry. Most of them hit the wall. Even shit, what's her name, Gabriella Union. Her marriage don't mean nothing to me. She hit the wall too. So, these women,
They
they
not
have
they
hit
not
the
gonna.
wall, huh?
I said they not gonna.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah. She's very masculine. Yeah, that's gonna be a relationship that's gonna go down the drain. It already ended before it started. So she's done for it. So, a lot of times, like, we see this and it's as if none of it matters, like, whatever. So, how many examples do you guys have to see for you guys to realize
Amber
that,
Heard,
what's her name?
Amber Heard, Johnny Depp's
Nobody wants
ex-wife.
her.
hmm what's that other girl name? What's her name? Brittany Renner. She's done for it.
Oh yeah, Brittany Renner, she done.
So y'all
hmm
about to laugh at me, but who was Brittany Renner?
She
Right.
was a adult film star.
Oh,
hmm Shaq was with her not too long ago.
Out the
Uh,
same. Yep. So now they supposed to be
yeah.
fucking each other.
hmm Yeah, so Shaq was with her. You get what I'm saying? So it's like most of these women don't realize that they hit that wall and you're not desirable no more. Like, back then a man would probably, look at you, give you attention. However, now, nah, you're
Crazy
just
thing
pleasure
is,
to the man.
crazy thing is this with the situation with her and Shaq. They was seen out in public supposedly on a date, right? But if Shaq take her serious, that just shows what type of man Shaq is. But we are
hmm
like we already know Shaq like he a super sigma anyways. So to even be dealing with a girl like
Yeah,
that, it just shows the lack of your full masculinity.
yeah, because even this situation right here with Shaq, he slid in this girl's DM. Let me prop it up real quick. Hold on. Let me prop it up real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, I just wanted to add something on Shaq because it definitely brings like a question to his character, and he was supposed to be considered like a childhood role model, stuff like that. He's supposed to be Superman and all that, and
hmm
he did the same. All these ball players messing with these vixens and these whatever y'all want to call them. It just don't make no sense to me.
Yep, that's facts. That's definitely
You
facts.
you would think you like with all that money you would be able to find you a clean woman.
Didn't he used to date Hoops too?
Yep. Yeah, he used to date Whoops. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks, Fab.
No problem, love. Yeah, so he used to date yeah. When he was with Hoops, that relationship didn't last that long.
Wasn't it right after that? What's
Flavor of
Flavor of
Love.
Love? I
Flavor of
feel like that
Love.
was literally like
Mm-hmm.
right behind that show.
It was. It was. Oh, so they was just only smashing. So it was like kind of what platonic type of relationship. So however the case is, yeah, she so that's just how it was. So my thing is keep popping in now because our connections.
Just like the other women,
Yes.
she reached her peak of fame, and then she pretty much a non-factor now. I mean, I'm pretty sure Shaq can call her up anytime he wants, but I mean, with that type of money and status, why would you
That's true.
move
Yeah,
That
on
is
she
true.
she ain't gonna be nothing
to
but
the
a toy.
next better
That's
one or
I
younger
mean
one, whatever?
I mean it is what it is. Shit, she ain't finna be nothing but a damn late night call. That's what she made herself into. That's the choice that she made.
And then they're gonna end up like this. They're gonna end up like Khalees.
Oh yeah. As the days pass, that beauty do fade. I wanted to ask y'all, what do y'all think about her name is slipping my mind right now, but Lil Wayne baby mama and Nipsey baby mama. And I just,
Oh, Tiny? You talking about Tiny? I mean, not Tiny.
not trying to,
Damn, I forgot her name.
Lauren
I know you're
London?
talking about.
yeah, Laura London. You know what I'm saying? She's a very beautiful female, but you know how we talk about the looks and the standard of beauty and stuff like that. You can be the most beautiful person in the world, but you can still be ugly inside. But I don't know this woman personally, but does she have a type? You know what I'm saying? Like you went to Lil Wayne to Nipsey. Like if you would think about it, those dudes like polar opposites. Like did she really? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they both, came from the streets and stuff like that.
He chose a different route after a while, but in terms of what he was doing, he was that motherfucking Nip was a motherfucker out there in LA over there in Crenshaw.
Well, what do y'all think about Megan Good? She's pretty too.
Oh, nah. She was,
She hit that
she was
wall
been
and she
gone
came off a
way
goddamn
before.
flying dragon, breathing fire.
You know what's crazy about Megan Good? I went to her husband church in Riverside to one of his services. She was married to a preacher.
Wow. Well, I knew that. I didn't know that you went to the church.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it was in Riverside.
That was pretty cool.
It was a pretty big church. It was on, one of them church. It wasn't no mega church or nothing like that, but he had it.
You
He was broadcasting it. They had the big cameras and stuff, and probably doing
you
baptisms
know
every day.
you mean that 501c3? Don't worry about it.
So was she there?
No, no, she wasn't.
Because my dad was a pastor, and like the first lady was always there. That's why I was asking. I was like,
You
well,
know what? When you talk about that, I mean, I thought that was like one of your duties as a preacher's wife, but I mean, she probably was in Hollywood or something.
Came across an interview she had did actually. I forgot what movie it was. It was about one of her movie roles and a S scene that they had, and about how he felt about, or how she think he felt about it, and what she believed. And she was like, she felt like he was cool with it because he knew it was for work and whatnot. But like literally, the movie came out. I want to say 2 months after that movie came out, they was filing for a divorce.
Are you
I
talking
haven't
about?
seen
I
it.
don't know if it was. It's probably not the right movie, but you probably talking about Waist Deep with Tyrese.
That movie was before her and her husband. It's a movie where they like move into this house. Her and her husband move
Oh,
into
The
this house.
Intruder. It's The
Yes, that
Intruder.
movie. That
Yeah.
movie. As soon as that
Mhm.
movie, like right after that movie dropped, they divorced.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I couldn't. I
And then we
couldn't.
got this dude right here. The Shane. Yeah.
I know
Our
we
society is
all make
hell,
mistakes.
man.
We all make mistakes, but when you see dudes, especially famous dudes, like politicized, doing stuff like this, you're supposed to avoid situations like that. But shoot, Drake.
Man, she trying. That you know the crazy thing about this story is is a simple fact that she was trying to break up the home because of the simple fact that she was like, how she's a stripper, which is like his baby mama, Zion's baby mama. He was like, she was like, how do she get first dips, and she's a stripper, and you're denying me as a adult entertainer.
Fellas,
Yeah.
correct me if I'm
So
wrong. Do y'all feel like there is like a tier to the adult entertainment system when it comes to women? Like, is one thing worse than the other? Or is it all just horrible?
the whole thing is terrible because of the simple fact that when you look at black women that do adult entertainment, white men thrive off of that because it's a fetish to see these women do these things. Man, I don't judge me. There was this video of this man. Well, they're basically the selection of it because they have it's movie selections. So how they do it is they do categories of certain things. They had they picked this weird fetish where they had the woman have golds in her mouth, and the guy would release on the gold towards the end of the video. That's just weird. Like the whole entertainment itself is just is based off of fetishes. Because when you're going through the motion of sex, you're in your lower state. That's why it resonates with the root chakra. You do the most deviant things because your mind goes there. You get what I'm saying? So like the entertainment itself is just trash.
But you gotta look at it. It's a spiritual thing too.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean,
Very
personally,
spiritual.
yeah. I mean, personally, I tell women, for me, I'm not just out here smashing anybody. Like, it has to be on a spiritual level for me first. Like, and personally, what most people don't understand is that when you're having sexual intercourse, it's really more so for the positive, putting the seed inside the woman. That was
Yeah.
originally the purpose of intercourse, for that only. Now we have become so hypersexual culture to the point where it's easier to give it off than actually taking a second and being like, you know what? Like, no woman is telling themselves, well, if he wants to lay with me, I only want a baby out of him.
But I feel like we gotta, well, us women, we gotta be careful because who we lay up with, we carrying their spirit, their soul tie. So just say, frankly, if he into porn and we lay up with somebody and we over here just don't even know why we over here watching porn because we carrying on his spirit. And then you got a seed in you, so the seed gonna come out. So you gotta be careful what you lay up with, because it's like generation. That's why some people say you gotta
Yeah,
break the generation curse, because you don't know why your son acting all gay and fruity, because the
right.
father go that way, and then you laying up and the mama picking up that soul, so the mama start liking the female or the male, and then your sons it's like a, I don't know, I feel like you got to be very careful with porn stars,
Yeah,
because that's a different soul tie,
yeah.
and
Cause
it's hard to break
most
it.
women that get out, most women that get out the industry, a lot of times they never recover from these trauma of sexual acts because of the simple fact that it's just like the things that they have to do. Like, for example, what's that girl name? She's Indian, and she was in the industry and she got out of it. I forgot her name, but she's very famous. When she got out of it, she was saying how these young girls, when they go into the industry, they're they're put in a position where a lot of times they're running away from home, or they're trying to survive to get the next meal, and they go straight to California, and they're not experienced, nobody tell them about the industry, and the things that they have to do is just ridiculous.
So it's
Casey,
funny
don't be
that you.
trying to redeem yourself with that shit.
Yeah, and I think you talking about Mia Khalifa.
Yeah,
She
Mia
Arab.
Khalifa. Yeah, yeah,
She's
Mia
Arab.
Khalifa. Yeah.
So it's
Hmm.
funny that you say that, Fab. So I do nails, my nail tech. I have a client that has a friend that lives in Cali, and
Okay.
this said friend whole job is to host these explicit parties.
Yeah.
So at these parties, like I didn't know some of this stuff was as wild as it was until like I was given the tea, to the point
Right.
where like I'm talking like, what is it called, body mutilation just for pleasure of someone, and it's some of these high end celebrities too on top of that, for pleasure of someone else. I'm talking about gang, I like severe, or some of them like being watched doing men on men. Like it's wild how Cali's industry is, especially for
Hmm.
that.
Yep.
It's
You
actually
know,
disgusting.
you know, you know, I was watching an interview. I think what's her name? I think Pinky was stating that, and everybody knows Pinky. So, I was watching an interview where Pinky was saying the most category of adult entertainment that gets the most exposure and it gets a lot of money is men to men and women to women because of the level of risk it takes to do those video shoots.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask a question. So, do you all think that Ice T and Coco, they have a baby now? Do you think that's gonna influence her daughter to be like her or go away from that? This is
Hold up.
just an
Why am I
open.
not a bot, Fab?
This is my backup page. Remember, on my other page you are, but I'll get you one right now. Hold on. My bad, bro. I didn't even realize that. You good? Remember the main page got it got banana. Oh, you wasn't there when it happened.
Getting caught.
You cutting in and out, brother.
Yeah, you couldn't out, quarter boy. Well, I didn't hear what you said. So I got banana because my cousin turned up on this on my live, and I couldn't get control of the live. And they banned me to the 16th. I get out of prison on the 16th. So yeah, I put money on my books.
Yeah, we gonna look out for you, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, as far as her
yeah.
her
So
question, she said she was talking about Ice T and Coco.
yeah. I'm sorry, Lisa. Go ahead and ask the question again.
Okay, I was saying that since Ice T and Coco, she was I don't know if she's still in the industry, but, and they have a little girl. And I was saying, do you think that her mom being in the entertainment is going to influence her to be like that, or you think she's going to shy away from that and not want to be in the entertainment?
It depends on how her mom raised her. You get what I'm saying? It depends if her mom raised her not to be a fast girl or to be a fast girl. It depends on her if her mom raised her to be a feminine young lady or not, because that's gonna play all the roles. Because I had a conversation with somebody, and she said, she told me her daughter is not a fast. Her daughter is not fast. Her daughter is a very, like respectable woman. So it just depends on how the mom is raising her. It depends on what type of father the father is. If Ice T is raising her in a manner of virtue and respect, then yeah, whatever you're teaching.
Well, Ice T he should step in and influence his daughter's life. He shouldn't let her do stuff like that, and in the influence of the industry. Like look at the Kardashian children. Like they so involved in generations of just being pretty much harlots. I don't know if y'all seen the recent like picture or video they uploaded,
How
and
they're
she had like her daughter, one of the Kardashian. I think it was, I don't know if it was Kim Kardashian daughter. She was wearing a shirt and it was Kim on there, and it said her starting five, and it was five basketball players that she slept with on the shirt, and the little girl was wearing that.
Yeah, that was Kylie that was on her shirt. Yeah, her
Yeah,
sister.
yeah, and that's crazy because like they open and they they encouraging that lifestyle, but they have a reputation of doing that.
I was about to agree. I feel like it's gonna come down to there. She's either gonna like make it shameful for what she did, or she's going to be, that mother that be like, oh, I had to do what I had to do. You're gonna have to. She's gonna have to make that image of her to her daughter appear as a shameful act that she should never partake in. If she doesn't, she more than likely will go that route.
I agree.
mm.
Yeah, definitely a lot of these celebrity children, I feel like, being born in a certain status, and they conflicted, confused, whatever. I don't know what's wrong with these celebrity children, uh, where they all just odd in some way. I'm not trying to pass judgment, but it's just a bunch of weird stuff they be into, and you know,
Jeez.
a some form of like publicity, um, anything of that nature. So naturally, I think that's why the kids are weird, because these kids are introduced to a lot of stuff really young that benefits the parents in the moments.
Dancing on stage like that.
And she shouldn't be nowhere near that stage at that young age.
Nope. But you know what? She's to me, she's trying to look like Aaliyah a little bit, because in that outfit, she looks like Aaliyah. And I know that they had a big thing about Jay Z and Aaliyah and all that kind of junk.
yeah, I didn't see that, but I'm not surprised. At the end of the day,
That child should be somewhere stable,
as,
learning,
as
not
far as
performing concerts with her mama.
like Kim and yeah, you already know that was you know her strategic plan. She knew what she was doing with that, having babies with him.
What's the word applied?
Ain't nothing. Zion out here living his best. Never mind.
Hey, Applied, how are you doing, hon?
Meat to
Peace,
meat.
Lisa. Quarter boy, you already know what's the word, God. Really well, what's good?
What's the word applied?
Another one like the other
Hey,
one.
meat to meat in the heat. Booty to booty.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it.
Zion out here supporting the GOAT. Never mind.
Hey, Brandon.
What's up, Lisa?
Yeah.
Let's get applied.
That
What's up,
man
quarter
wants the
boy?
that man getting gold
What's
showered.
good?
What's
What's
going
good?
on, my man?
Boy, you just said golden shower? What?
What it do,
Man,
Brando?
yeah. He's getting the golden shower.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, the industry is definitely wicked.
Oh, God bless me.
Wicked.
They got a lot of conspiracies too. Even talking about like DC Young Fly sacrificing his baby mama, stuff like that.
Man, they say that for every celebrity. The thing is, I have to do a deep dive research before I can go based off of that because that was the same thing they said about Kobe Bryant, that his wife, quote unquote, sacrificed him allegedly. So I have to go based off of research.
Yeah,
But remember the
You're
Simpsons.
breaking up. I didn't hear what you said.
you said so.
I said, remember the Simpson. Simpson was present. Oh,
Predicted
yeah,
a lot of stuff.
predicted that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know about Kobe death. I definitely feel like it was some foul play involved, but as far as the Simpsons, I think the only thing that really didn't come true is when they predicted Trump death. But if that was to happen, I don't know. That's I don't really get into all that.
The Simpsons be A1 with their predictions. I'm not even gonna
Yeah.
lie.
They
A1.
sure do. Hey, I have another question for y'all. So, do you think if Aaliyah was still alive, that she would be more, I don't know how, more popular or powerful than Beyonce?
Yep,
Yeah.
most definitely.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Now I would say I didn't agree with the marriage
Oh, that's what I'm about to say. I feel like
that
all
her
this.
and R. Kelly did.
I was about to say that's how I feel with all this mess that's going on with R. Kelly. It ain't no telling in reality. Cause that she didn't that her
Hmm.
didn't her death become didn't her death happen right after the marriage? They were still legally married when she passed. Am I wrong?
I don't know. I thought she was with what
No,
is that?
she was with Damien Dash.
Yeah, Damon Dash.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
she did
she was
move
with
on from
Damien
that.
Dash. Yeah,
Yeah, the thing is, like, she was married.
yeah, yeah. She was with Damien Dash.
She married R. Kelly, but her marriage got annulled. I believe they said she was 16 when she was married. When she married R. Kelly.
You're right. I completely forgot her
Yeah.
parents
Uh,
forced the
Hmm.
annulment.
and she was with Dame Dash, but she was very involved with Jay-Z, and they probably was gonna line that up because at the end of the day, if you think about it, it's about status. You know, Beyonce wouldn't be with
Yeah,
Jay-Z if
exactly.
he was broke.
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't trying to get
What's
too
going
much
on? Hey,
into.
y'all go ahead and follow my.
Yeah, what's up, y'all?
Follow who? Who we following, Fab? We following Uzi?
Yeah, y'all can go ahead and follow me.
All right, babe, I got you.
I don't know how y'all feel about the conspiracy theories. No, I don't even know what I could really say on here, to be honest. I'll be trying not to. They do censor a lot, so you know.
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize how late it was. Ooh, I need to go. Z, I hit you with a follow. Brandon, it's always a pleasure. Quarter boy, always a pleasure. Giovanna and Riley, I will see y'all on the next live. And Fab, I will DM you later. I know, right? I'm gonna get on it. I'm gonna get on it.
Bye, Lisa.
I got you. I got you. All right, fam. See ya.
All right.
I was trying to see what that headline he had up there. She said she
Yeah, I was trying to read that too.
hot girl summer.
What's happening? I have no idea, bro. I don't know what happened. What just happened?
They kicked everyone for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It kicked everybody off. My bad. I don't know what chat was talking about. It just kicked everyone off. TikTok was it's tripping sometimes. You can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was telling y'all way before I got disconnected. Yeah, go ahead and follow my boy Z. That's the homie since Miami days. You know, we grew up. We're basically childhood friends.
Oh
That's the
yeah, for
homie right there.
sure, boy.
I
Since
did.
since Jit
Yeah,
days.
yeah, since Jet days. Oh, there's an echo. You probably that's probably who's the echo coming from? She said there's an echo. Is it from me? Yeah, let me know in the comments.
Not you. You good.
I
Yeah,
don't
it
hear
might be
any echo.
you. Yeah, it might be
But
her. You
I'm
know.
a,
Is it me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, it was probably her. So she probably had to drop down and oh, it's good now. Okay, cool. Yeah. So I don't know what y'all was talking about before I got off. Um, it pretty much kicked me off basically.
Now we were talking about that girl said she ain't never been in the room with LeBron. But what is the rumor
Oh,
that she was having an affair with him?
so basically, to be honest, I didn't. I mean, I just saw the story and I screenshot it. I'll have to go double back and see what she was talking about. Um, the thing is, yeah, suppose you know how rumors are. It's a wildfire, and then you find out, yeah, it ain't really much to it. They just spreading lies, basically. You know how women are. They're shiesty at times.
Yeah, yeah. But no, that I could respect that if she clearing the rumor because she could have went along with it like a lot of other females.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
hmm
yeah. But she just hopped on the internet and cleared the air. I could respect that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I would have to double back and see what's the entire story. You know, so hopefully is true. Uh, but anyways, I don't know who will be messing with LeBron after he ain't wear that skirt. So, you know, that's nor here nor there.
Yeah, I think LeBron kind of suspect, man.
Man, that man is big suspect, bro. You know what I'm saying? That man is big suspect because, you know, like as like little kids look up to you. So how you wearing that?
I don't think he had any word on it. I looked into it a little bit. They was trying to say it was Photoshop, but you never know. We ain't seen all these celebrities
Yeah.
being emasculated.
From
Oh
my
hell yeah. What's his
understanding,
name?
my bad,
Go
Fab,
ahead,
go
go ahead,
ahead.
go ahead. No, I was gonna say Jim Jones, same thing. Jim Jones, same. No, is it Jim Jones? Yeah, the one that was with Christy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Jim Jones, same thing. Now we have Drake painting his nails yellow. Like,
So it's funny because from my understanding from said client I was speaking about earlier, Fab, um,
mm-hmm,
LeBron and Drake are some of the special, and yeah, they're both into some. They might as well just go ahead and say they like what they like.
mm-hmm. Ain't nobody gonna fault
Damn,
them, to
that's
be honest.
crazy.
Like, do you, bro? Like at the end of the day, do you?
Yeah,
However, we don't roll in our community. We don't roll with people that have vibes like that. That's not within our culture. Black people never roll like that. You know, like I had one girl tell me, "Oh yeah, black people used to be gay back then." I'm like, "No, where are you getting that information from? We never did that. That's that type of behavior. That was not us, bro. Like the most for us, it would be men just looking at other women, throw down, because we thought that was just amazing. So, however, two men in a public place going down on each other, like, no, that's not us, bro.
Yeah, yeah, we wasn't living like that.
Yeah, man.
Let me add a point on there.
And then
They
the
was saying,
last topic. Go ahead, go ahead. You go ahead. You was gonna say something?
oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah, go ahead.
I probably said it a million times about the wicked industry, but you know how they was like they say like they try to emasculate the black man. Like even they was I don't remember the in particular scene. It was like Will Smith's first gig. You know he had to do a
Yeah, seventh
you know
degree of separation.
yeah I haven't seen that, but and Cat Williams was addressing it. He was exposing it and about how they tried to even try to put him in a dress, but he said no. Uh,
Cal Williams, David Chappelle, all of that.
yeah, and
Yeah.
they say that's
So,
pretty much like they
um,
way in.
y- yeah. So, the industry is just weird in that sense. Um,
But you gotta
however,
look at it
we're.
though, Faf.
I'm listening.
I said you gotta look at it because when YG and Tiger make that music video, I went to LA and asked him personally, like, why you had to wear this? No, because he's always in LA, and he told me that it's like they pay you more, basically, to come out with a dress and makeup and a rig. Then you get more views because it's a pride.
Yeah.
No, they did.
Yeah. A lot of, and then I'm gonna end it on this because Rico's about to go live. Um, a lot of people don't know. Paul Walker, he got on live because of the simple fact that he wanted go down with the whole dress thing. So they got rid of him because of that. A lot of people don't like to
It be like a
discuss.
whole ritual.
Yeah, exactly. So a lot of these times these celebrities, they do the weird things like the whole thing with Will Smith and Chris Rock. That was a ritual too.
Yeah,
That was a humiliation ritual.
I seen a very old video like black and white of some comedians doing the same exact thing. The dude was cracking a joke on the dude's wife, and then the dude walked up on stage and just slapped him and was like, keep my name wife out your mouth, like the same words. And I'm like, damn, like these dudes just reenacted a whole old ass scene. Like it was really like a whole game for real.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it was staged. Uh, a lot of people forget that these people are professional actors.
Yeah, exactly,
They
exactly.
entertainers. They do that. That's what they do.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
even with
Um,
Will and Jada, like when they was telling all their business, and Will cried.
mhm.
Will is a
Yeah,
great
that's a
actor. He
humiliation.
know he knows how to make himself cry.
Yeah,
Yeah, no
that's a humiliation ritual. So, these celebrities like there's a bunch of weird things that's happening in Hollywood. So, I will have time in another live to discuss that. I might start doing Hollywood Fridays, and we can discuss topics like that. So. I appreciate everybody that was here on the panel. Once again, appreciate my boy Z. Everyone that came out and support and those who donated. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're gonna head over to Rico's live because he's live right now. I'll send you guys the invite, and then we'll keep chopping it up over there.
for sure.
All right,
Appreciate
see
you
y'all.
come through.
All right, no problem.